Okay. Interesting. All right. Check, check. 1, 2. Make sure that YouTube and Twitch are firing on all cylinders. Looks like it's running. Twitch looks like it's running. Okay. I'm gonna do that right now. Hopefully that works. Cool, I got the power to add some ads. Sweet. Alright. Oh, let's do this. Okay, so everything should be running. I see everything is running. Making sure that the bit rate is happy here too, because this would just honestly suck if Stream Health does not want to stay healthy. Alright, sweet. Looks like bit rate is 6,100 for Twitch. Good, good, good. And as for YouTube, it's running just fine, which probably means it's running between 12 to 13,500. So doing good there too. All right. All right. We got this brand new view, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Funday Friday, or Friday, as I'm going to be calling it. We're going to be doing something a bit different here. So I'm just going to stretch myself out there a little bit, but yeah. So this is going to be a different approach to my Fridays. We're still going to play games and stuff like that, but we got other things that we're going to be doing. This camera is like the camera I'm using as my overhead is a little funny right now, and I think it's because it's trying to constantly adjust. And like as you can see, like if I put it in, then it's like fine, and then if I leave it, now you can still see it, but like in the beginning, it's still trying to calibrate and whatnot. But we got some stuff. I decided during the Funday Friday, we're gonna go ahead and if I have any extra projects, we're gonna simply start streaming them. So as it stands right now, a couple things that I will say is I found my Switch One. My Switch One is a modified Switch One. The only thing that is modified about it is, well, it has a bigger battery than the typical Switch One had. It also has tempered glass on this, so I could take a hammer to this and won't break it at all. Um, Actually, this just might be, yeah, I think it's tempered glass. But yeah, everything about this is original. Nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, typical Joy-Con, whatnot. It does have a 1 terabyte additional storage. So, see if this actually can show. This will be crazy if it can. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. See? So 1 terabyte storage from here. You can actually just put it like, you see this little slot right here behind the kickstand? I thought this was actually quite genius for Nintendo. So, pop it right in. The cool thing about it is when you do that for the first time on a Switch, it's going to go through the initialization phase. All you have to do is just click it to format it, and it will just work. I have tried knockoff brands of storage, such as like a Chinese-made 1 terabyte storage that I paid like hardly anything for. It technically worked, but it wasn't without consequence. What ended up happening is that the card got pretty hot, and I would need to kind of go in between. But once a task was being done, it was able to work for that time. So I transferred all my data over and was able to put it on the SanDisk, which works perfectly fine. That's not what we're here for. We're here for this. So I got some of this here. So this is actually in relation to a project I'm going to be doing. This particular laptop that's in here is getting about, I want to say, $100 worth of upgrades. Um, and that's between used and new stuff. So you definitely do this now. I actually haven't really seen what's in here. I've simply just made sure that I got, the package that I ordered, right? So, from GoFo, and I literally mean GoFo because that's what it says here. Yeah. Yep, this is the first item that we have here. Pop that off. We don't need the life support on my headset. Yeah, this is exactly what I ordered. It's gonna be a laptop battery. This is for a Dell. So this is an authentic Dell battery. Typically with systems like laptops, desktops, any type of power supply, you always first and foremost should try to get a authentic power supply of any kind, whether it's battery or PSU for desktops and whatnot. They're just going to be better. They're more official. You can get knockoff brands, but I'd say take that with a grain of salt. That it can be pretty bad if it fails. But yep, this is the exact one that I ordered. So cool. I paid like I think $35 or something for that. So there's that. Let me see here. You. Uh, nope. We're just gonna immediately life support. I'm just gonna go ahead and ban this one. Sorry, ban evader. Get banned. Sorry, Michael Likely. This here, I believe, is supposed to be RAM. Yeah, cool. 16 gigs of RAM. Yep, it was on Twitch. It just came in. And it was basically, I will give this guy credit though. Let me give credit where credit is due. This guy, I'm not gonna say his name again, but he basically said, "Hey, dude, I love to support your journey and help grow your channel by connect you to a popular Twitch broadcaster who streams to thousands and has over 60,500 followers." So right off the bat, this is probably the first person. He helps streamers gain real views, active chatter, and follow, donations and subs. Interested? Add him to Discord. Blah blah blah, and then let him know that such and such added or sent you. And I have to admit, he's probably the one guy that actually came in and it's like, "This is what I'm going to do. This is my spiel, my shtick." And I was like, "Okay, that's really cool." By the way, Infinite Banana Bear, like your new name, uh, that other dude that came on on yesterday's stream actually didn't say anything. He just simply joined the Discord at the time and didn't try to push any advertisements or send me a friend request. So I genuinely feel bad for doing what I did with the server, which I'll update more once we get into the game. But yeah, we got 2 sticks of RAM, and if you notice here, it actually says 8 GB PC3, 8 GB PC3, and so yeah, this looks like it's authentic 8 gig sticks. So this is going to be 16 gigs total. I think that's a pretty good point for like most systems that are older, just in case if you want to try to push things. So I'm actually going to just take this box out because I have not just one, I got another one and another one we're going to be taking a look at. So let me just do this. What I will say is the thing about getting something like a computer of any kind off the secondhand market, especially when it's used or worse if it is for parts or broken. Yeah, you run into this. Build be a computer since you have some RAM. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely something, isn't it? But the thing about this is that the packing quality may not be good. In fact, you're either going to get one of two scenarios. Either you're going to get that the system that you bought or whatever you bought is stuffed inside the box with too much wrapping, or you get a situation like this where it's wrapped with something. In this case, I would say this is pretty adequately, somewhat adequate wrapping, because at least it's in like a few layers of bubble wrap, so like I'm okay with this. This is my Dell Latitude 6420 with an i5 processor, according to this. Let me see, does it actually come with anything else? 4 GB, no hard drive, so 4 GB just means RAM. So it has 4 GB of RAM. Let's take a look here. Yeah, so look at that. Just paper and the wrapping paper, or bubble wrap. I will admit though, kudos to this person. At least they like wrapped it more than once, so that way there's some form of cushion. But you do run into this quite a bit. You can have a good person like myself who will send a used computer with it sufficiently wrapped, or you'll end up like this, where it's like, well, you know what, if it's broken or for parts, whatever, right? Just like throw it in there, put the least amount of wrap that you could possibly have. You'll see that the other boxes that I had verified had what I ordered. It's probably going to be in worse condition, but we'll do this one first. All right, where is my good old knife? Let's do this. Always, when opening stuff, you want to go away from you, not towards you. I always like to live life on the edge and always put the blade towards me. As someone who was younger and loved to catch swords by their blades, didn't exactly hurt myself until one day I cut myself. And yeah, I don't really do it anymore. But I have a small little scar now to prove it. I was dumb when I was young. Alright, this is actually pretty nice. So these bubbles are nice and somewhat inflated. Some of it's not, but yeah. Woo! Alright. So, that's a very interesting thing. This has a sticker which has like a number on it, which means that at some point this could be potentially a computer that was probably in some system's inventory. Or not. Alright. Actually, ooh, I don't like these. Cool. You know, that's something you do often come across. These older Dells had this weird material for the top here, and usually when they're old, they get sticky. So it's more like this material. It's not that they don't use sticky material. Like, it's not that there's anything that is on here. I don't know. Maybe there is, and I'm just putting my hands on over it. But from what I can see here, this system, other than like that, this is normal. By the way, like this material is like normal to get like that. But this looks relatively clean. Like, I'm gonna try to see if you can see this, but like, look, you don't see a thing. Like, I don't see scratches on this screen. It looks so clean. So, at the very least, someone did their job in like actually cleaning this up. You know, it could be a college kid's. It could have been anyone's, to be honest. So, that's just something that you kind of have to take with a grain of salt when you take on these projects. Keyboard is nice and clean. It's nice and smooth. So I'm actually all right. So nice feel. Feels nice. No, doesn't feel like there's any obstructions. Nice. Apparently, my headset also wanted to turn off. Wait, what? Cool. So the headset is out of commission. We'll use the other one. Cool. So usually things that tend to go bad with these systems, first and foremost, usually it's like they say, no hard drive. So like, for example, they kind of went out of their way to actually put a little sticker on this, so I could tell that somebody Hopefully this will be able to show you. Let me see here. Yeah. So in this case, they actually did a really good job. Usually stuff that goes bad on this is going to be this. The battery. Batteries usually go bad. Obviously, there's no hard drive, so that's also another reason why they say it doesn't work. Is because of no hard drive, no battery. Obviously, without a battery and a hard drive, you're obviously not going to test the operating system, so they'll say no operating system as well. And also, they could not really calculate if the battery was good or not because, newsflash, there is no battery. That's the first thing. Um, Upon taking closer inspection of this, typically the palm rests of these systems tend to go bad. Well, see, that's the kicker, right? Because one of the things that we did get is a battery. That's actually one of the things we got. And this was one of the things that I knew I was going to have to get because when looking at these ads, you kind of have to just say, okay, well, if it doesn't have the ability to charge, maybe it needs a charger. If it doesn't have, if the battery's no good, it's probably either one, because there is no battery, or two, maybe the battery is faulty because of the years of use. So that's why we got this. The Dell, the OEM type Dell charger. Something that I do not like about these palm rests, and I think this was more of a design choice, is that as you can see, this palm rest is kind of shiny. And the reason why these tend to get sticky is because one, it's usually the material, it's the type of material. Usually, when you try to clean this, most people are probably going to use isopropyl alcohol. And though that works for like everything else, this material is not very friendly because it tends to get very sticky as a result of the chemicals that you use to clean it. But I mean, compared to other things, like see, the bumpers have a very similar feeling, but they don't feel sticky. Not as sticky. They look, it looks like it feels like all right. But yeah, trackpad really good. This is really good. I'm actually really curious to see what's inside of this. See if it really is true. But yep, Dell. I'm honestly going to say Dell has like always been like a decent computer or a good computer to have. I've always seen them as the types of computers that you could just basically abuse the crap out of them and they'll survive. Oh, this has a Windows 7 Pro key. Hey, look at that. I don't like the fact that they put the sticker over this. You didn't have to do that. Where is my spudger? And honestly, I don't know if there's really much I'm going to be able to do about the palm rest situation. Oh, this is why I don't really like this situation. Um, Trying to take this off, I got all the residue from the sticker now just on the outside of the case. We do have Goo Gone, so I can easily use that, or isopropyl alcohol. I see why this person did this, and it's because of this. This is a drive caddy. So, funny enough, this is a very small one, but this is a drive caddy. So, if we had something like a hard drive or an SSD, you can use either or. I'm just going to use this hard drive that I have selling on my eBay page. It's a 320 gig hard drive. Probably use it for like any small computer or whatnot. Typically, you do something like this where you'll just stick it in. So, usually it's either one way or the other. The one end goes into the little peg, like this little peg right here. Just stick it in there. And then the other end, you just take like a screw. It's usually a very small one. You screw it in and then you'll just slide it right in and then there you go. Same thing with an SSD. It does that. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of my older technology. So, if anybody wants that, I'll probably put that at some point. I'll probably put my eBay page on here as a command or something. But very interesting. The cool thing about these systems too is that they have this little like quick release, so you can actually press this and you can actually just take out the entire thing. It helps to build like modularity a little bit, and This is like an easy way to like quick disconnect a component to replace it if you ever needed to, replace this. But yeah, otherwise everything here is like super clean, which honestly, I'm going to say I don't think I really have a lot of computers that, were super clean coming to me. So this is definitely a very much a warm welcome. Obviously there are some scuffs and other issues like it's missing its feet here, uh, missing 3 out of the 4 feet. That's what it's supposed to have. Which honestly, I don't think even I'm going to replace those. I just don't think it's worth it. You're probably better off maybe like getting like a stand or something to put this on, or you're probably going to be putting it on like the counter, and it usually means like something like this will happen. If you want, you could probably like go to the store to get like small little foam feet or something and cut them out the size for this, or you can get like those little pads and just put them right over it, and then boom, there you go. I don't usually replace those at all, but who knows. So yeah, got a docking port here. I'm actually going to see if this fits, just so I know for my own personal sanity. And who knows, maybe we can turn it on if it actually fits. So here we go. Like a kid glove. Let me see if this actually releases now. Like a kid glove. Well, look at that. All right, so we're going to put this in. Let's see if it actually boots up. Um, if it does, great. If it doesn't, great. We'll have to find out more, because that is the wonders and the fun of finding out if these systems actually are just something as simple needing a battery and a in this case a hard drive and an upgraded RAM, or if there actually is more to it. A lot of these, for broken or for parts or whatever, a lot of them are just missing components. So as long as you fill the spots in, you should be good to go. But sometimes it's a little bit more than that, so we'll find out. Lights on, which was the light did turn on for a little bit, so that was good. Um, that was good. Oh, ooh, I'm feeling it. Okay, okay. Back on again. Oh, dang. Look at that. See, the camera actually now is focusing. I like that. Oh, there you go. There's the air. I'm starting to feel the air now. So there might be something more to this. Probably, yeah. It makes me wonder if maybe the RAM stick is bad, or maybe it's failing. It's failing post. So that's ultimately what this is. It's actually failing post. Oh, never mind. Didn't fail post. It was just, I guess, initializing. All right. Well, it was initializing, which means when a computer is doing that, it is going through essentially post. So because it's been off for so long, I'm pretty sure it was just like going through the motions on testing all the components, making sure that everything's compatible and whatnot, and then letting us know whatever is not uh, present or not working. So invalid configuration. This is actually a clear sign that our BIOS is not like not set up. This is more or less going to be attributed to the CMOS. So CMOS battery, and we can even tell it says that too here. That basically it is pointing to the CMOS. So try to do this without it. So if you notice, it's actually saying without this light, unfortunately I'm kind of stuck here with that. So see how it says time of day not set. So time of day not set is related to the CMOS. It is literally it's a battery that tells us, one, it keeps track of the date and also keeps track of your computer's configuration. If by any chance that CMOS battery is bad or is going bad, you will see signs like this where you get the time of day not set, or configurations is not good. So I'm happy that this is actually working, at least for right now. We don't have Windows yet, so I'll need to go grab a drive with Windows so we can actually see if it boots up into Windows. But the fact that we got to the BIOS is amazing. So this actually tells me that this tells me that Last time I'm gonna stick my nose in a vent, an exhaust vent. It's probably gonna need some TLC too. I was like, this is an awkward smell, and that's probably because it's the heat that's coming out of that. And I'm pretty sure what happened is that the what you call it. Take a nice deep breath. Yeah. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Yeah. Is that right, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? It does smell, but the smell that I'm getting from it is not like cigarette smoke smell. It's not other types of smells. Basically, what I'm taking a whiff of is probably a result of dried paste. So there's dried thermal paste in here to try to fill in the gaps between the heatsink and the processor. Basically, the processor, when you use your computer, heats up, as all electronics do. And your cooler, your CPU cooler, or your heatsink, as some people also call it, when you just put metal to metal, there's micro gaps in between both surfaces, even though they look super smooth to us. So it's imperceivable to our eyes, but there are micro valleys or micro gaps in both of the metals. It's just natural. It's part of the process when it was made. And as a result, the heat can't necessarily transfer very well. So you use thermal paste to essentially help with that process. You could think of it as like a bridge to fill in the gap like between these two areas. So the heat goes through the paste and it will go to the heatsink since both are connected together. And as a result, the heatsink can then transfer that heat out, and then a fan is what usually is assisting that process. But over time, between turning on a system, shutting down a system, and turning it on again, eventually that paste gets dry. And when it does, then the heat transfer is not as efficient anymore. And in some cases, it's probably not doing any justice at all because it's probably that old. And as a result, well, you run into that issue. And sometimes it's accompanied by a little smell. Um, we'll probably know more once I start opening this system up and taking a deeper dive into it. But from what I can see here, I'm actually super happy that this thing is actually on. You probably are not seeing it very well, but I'm super happy that this was actually on. So this is the BIOS for these older Dell systems. And it's super simple, super straightforward. But I'm going to tell you now, the fact that this turned on, that's a miracle. So that's actually telling me that the system works, first and foremost, that it wasn't actually broken. It was just missing parts so far. I do see we're at version 8.2.1 for this, so maybe there might be a BIOS update. As you can see, the manufacturer's date was July of 2012. So we're looking at a 14-year-old system right now, and the ownership date was in August of 2012. So I was already out of high school. I was already graduated from high school when this system came out. It came out with DDR3 memory, hence why we got the kit. It does register, so it actually is seeing that there is 4 gigabytes of memory. So memory in this case is RAM. So because it's acknowledging that means we have a known good stick of memory. So we're good there. The battery is low, I can tell. 10%? Cool. So that's also the cool thing. This actually shows you this. So most BIOS today don't even show this. This is actually a really cool little feature for these older systems that'll actually tell you in the BIOS what the health of the battery's like. If the battery's actually defective or not working, it straight up tells you that. And in this case, it shows it as normal. Obviously, we don't have an adapter hooked up, so it's not going to charge it, but it actually does give you a little symbol if it's charging, and it gives you the current percentage, so you don't have to go to Windows to find that out. Really cool about that. But let's see here. For our processor, we're looking at an i5, so this is true. So the ad was correct. It is an i5, so we're looking at a dual core. For this age, that is. This is a second generation processor, so not much we can do there. Yeah, date and time is off. It is last showed as 8:34 p.m. on November 14th of 2013. So I see our integrated NIC, so that's going to deal with our networking stuff, is only with PXE. So that's if you're doing other. So basically, our integrated NIC is not enabled right now for the system. So I think I want to do that actually. So we're going to select enable. Oh yeah, controls onboard LAN controller. So what's cool about this? I'm only doing this with this computer, by the way. Every system's different, and we're gonna move on after this. But this person actually had this on enabled with PXE. So PXE is actually if you're running a server. So if you're using this laptop as a server, which oftentimes these are actually really good for stuff like that. If you want to take it to go, but you want this enabled because you also want to be able to use this, unless the the LAN chip on here is bad. If the LAN chip is bad on here, then sure, just disable it because you'll need to replace it. But your LAN chip on a computer is what allows you to be able to see your network connections and other things. This also has parallel port as well. Holy crap. That is old. All right, so I see parallel ports, AT, okay. Serial, yep, that's fine. SATA, it does have SATA. It also has, I believe, yep, it even has eSATA, which is a unique drive that did exist at one point. Ooh, okay. So we got four, according to this, four SATA ports. Cool. All right, so we got boot support and an external USB support. So that means we can actually have like controller. It has its own integrated controller that's gonna work because it's enabled. For all the miscellaneous stuff, express cards. Yep, because these older systems actually had express cards to them. This one actually still has its SD card slot, which is impressive because usually I don't get a cover for these. So if you guys have ever worked in like film, you have like pictures that you're editing, you're usually going to have an SD card. Or if you're like me and you actually use SD cards for like, for example, games and stuff like that, when you're running like a Raspberry Pi, or if you're running emulators, you're going to use something like this as like a tray to stick your micro SD card in. So that way you can actually put all your games and stuff on there. So that's actually really cool that this has that. That was a whiff in my mouth. I shouldn't have I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Yep, this has LCD brightness, so like this is actually really cool. I wish this could like show it properly, but the lighting in this room is atrocious because I have my lamp on. Basically like my fan light. But just know, this actually works. It's registering everything. I'm actually super impressed. And oh, thank God this does not have an admin password. Woo! We don't have a system password. We don't have an admin password. Oh, good. Oh, joy. That's actually good. Because that means we don't have to worry. TPM, this has TPM. That's really interesting. Usually these older systems don't necessarily have it, but this is probably TPM 1. 1.0, which means Windows 11 still will not be an ideal candidate for this because Windows 11 and beyond is going to need TPM 2. So, but at least it has TPM, which is better than what I can say about other systems. Huh. It has some pretty decent stuff too, like signed firmware update. This is actually pretty useful. To keep like cryptographic keys and stuff secure. It does a check basically to make sure that digital signatures on the firmware are updated and are verified, of course. Cool thing is, usually this has like performance stuff. Yep. So what's cool about these is that it actually has a performance mode, and what's cool that you can either do multi-core, so all cores, or just the 1 core or the 2 cores to essentially give them that extra boost. It also has the speed step, which also kind of helps with this too, but I don't know. It's up to you if you want to use that or not. C state, these are all various features for the processor itself. So being able to, boost, being able to take on applications while boosted, being able to step down, step up. It also has turbo boost. So we know that today is also as turbo boost. When something can be turboed up. But yeah, this also has hyper-threaded controls. So this has the ability to take on tasks with multi-threaded tasks instead of just single-threaded. So it can utilize all of the processor instead of just 1 or 2 cores. Given that this only has 2 cores for this version, I'm actually waiting for one last part in the mail, and that's going to be its processor. So this is the computer I'm going to be upgrading the processor to, because once we break down all these computers, I'll probably be doing that next week. So stay tuned next Friday to watch me actually break this all down and show you the innards of all of the laptops that came in. So that way we can take a good look. Yeah, it is cool. Hey there, Gojo, what's going on? And is your name Mohit by any chance? I'm first of all verifying everything here just to make sure I got what I ordered, and two, um, what I and two in this case to make sure that everything actually works. So glad that everything does work. So thank you, Gojo and Mohit, for that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just shut this down now because we don't really need to look at anything else. We'll just say no. That is actually super cool. I do not like the fact that there was a sticker on here to keep the drive cage closed. So great. That's going to be something I'll have to try to take off. All right, cool. We are done with this. Super clean. All things considered. I'm actually super happy with that. We're going to go ahead and take this away. Got another computer we're going to be showing off to. Hey, from this box right here. I'm not going to show the label for obvious reasons. Wait to see how the progress is fixing it? Yeah. I can't wait either. Burn this laptop. I love that. I love it. Yeah, burn them all. So, here is how this was packaged. Here was how the box looked, by the way, guys. Yeah, see what I mean? It's going to get worse as we go along. This is probably the worst one so far. The good thing is, at the very least, I have a box now to put this back in. Usually I like to reuse the packaging, but since there is no packaging here, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to make this work. So yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. How old can you get a computer this how updated can you get a computer this old? Like, what's the newest operating system it can handle? Good question. So, a lot of these older computers, the max that you're probably going to run is probably Windows 10 at best. The good thing about these computers is that because they're also pretty old, you get options. Windows is not the only options. We have Linux that we can look at, so there's many different distros of Linux that we can entertain and use for these systems. But yeah, Windows 10 is probably going to be the best for a lot of these anyways. So this is another Dell laptop. Unfortunately, the condition of this packaging is funny at best. And this one actually looks pretty decent too. I actually kind of like how sleek this one is. It almost looks like a low profile. Still has the rubber pad here, albeit worn. It's missing screws. Great. So I'm gonna have to look for the one screw. But outside of that, yeah, it should be good. Windows is yeah, that's the thing. So Windows is all that people typically know. Ooh, okay. This is actually a pretty clean system. Another one that's like super clean. I like that. I will say I'm pretty lucky to have something like this. So, iffy. I'm actually pretty impressed. Okay, so supposedly, story of this is that it's not working. Like I think it's having like power related issues. Let me check what this version is real quick so we can take a look at its story. Down latitude 3400. So, okay. Take a look at this computer real quick on eBay. Uh, yep, this one. All right. So let me look at the listing here and check. So the story behind this is that supposedly it's being sold for parts or not working. According to this is saying that this has 8 gigabytes of RAM and a 240 gig SSD with Windows 11 on it. Supposedly, the story with this is that it powers on, completes Windows 11 update during its test, that there's supposedly a battery-related issue going on. Obviously, we can see that there is cosmetic wear on it, scratches, blah, 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 untested beyond basic power and update check. So that's what they're basically saying. So, all right, so that's the dice, I guess. We're going to find out now. So, see if it actually starts or not. So, that's already fun. We do not have power. I do see we have a barrel connector, so this one's going to take a small barrel-like connector. It does have a USB-C port, but that shows that specifically shows for DisplayPort. So that's going to be fun. That this actually has the ability to have USB-C to like HDMI, or actually no, USB-C to display. It's got a full HDMI. It's got a full RJ45 or Ethernet ports. It's got 2 USBs, and it even has a slot for your headphones. Oh, we do have a VGA port, so we could hook up I could get a VGA cable and hook that up. Funny enough, this port's actually called VGA, but it's actually called a DB port. Like DB9 or DB12 or something like that. Or no, sorry, DB9 or DB15. Just because of the amount of holes. That's where the 9 and 15 come from. But yeah, it's also called a VGA port. Okay, I do see there's some cracks in the plastic. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, I could definitely see that this system does not turn on. Do I have a vent that I can steal? Nope. Okay, so honestly, again, some of these are going to be just, they could possibly work right out of the bag or not. So what I'm going to do is simply wait for the charger to come in, and then we're just going to test that out when that time comes. But supposedly this has an i5 8th gen processor, so yay for that. On to the last one that came in. And I saved the best for last, of course, because look at this box. You know that this box was treated well when it came over. You thought the other box was bad because it only had just the one little piece of bubble wrap. Nope, this one straight up was like ghetto. It's like it used the packing tape seal as the literal surrounding border. So cool. Straight up used cardboard, I guess, for like impact. So I guess there's that. That could work. And then we got like the baby bubble wrap here. See if I can find a few of these bubbles to pop. Packing tape. So yeah, totally is super stable, by the way. Look at that. I can even like pull out the sides here. Super good. But yep. Let's take a look at this. The only thing that I don't want to know is if this still belongs in somebody's inventory system. It is not uncommon, by the way, for people to take these computers and sell them in the market, knowing that they are actively being logged in some computer's inventory system. I actually had, when I worked for Amazon, I actually had to report a few of those because of the fell off the truck reason, where the asset tags for those systems would still be on the computer, and then the person, without really putting too much thought into that, would simply go and sell it with the asset tag on there. You would think maybe they would take that off, but nope, they never did. And I was able to make a couple reports with security to get some of those back. I actually found out that the process is really interesting. I can tell this is another Dell. Did I just buy Dells? I guess I did. This one's a nice, really nice looking one. So it still has like some scuffs and like some grime that we could take off, but yep. This one is unique. These are unique ones because the batteries are actually at the bottom here. So this whole thing is a battery. 2063, this is literally on like paper that's like a sticker paper of some kind. So these are actually super sleek, super slim design. Chargers are usually in the back. I happen to have one of these chargers because of my dad's old PC. So if we need to, we could possibly do this. Let me just try to see if it works. Yep. All right, that's cool. It does work. So if we need to, we can try to plug that in to see if it works. But I do see USB HDMI in the back. It looks like all the screws, from what I can see, are here. So that's a good thing. And the cool thing about Dell computers in general is that with Dells, you honestly can just, if you have like, if it does require like the chubby barrel connector, this is almost like universal for a lot of Dells to have this type of connector. So like what you use for one, you could probably get away with using for all of them. Although each of them are going to have their own various levels of wattage or voltage that they're going to require. With this one, it is 50 to 60 hertz. It's a 19 and a half volt, 19 and a half volts or 4.6 amperage uh, charge block. So this in theory can work for this. It may work less efficiently, but it could work. So this particular unit is the here is okay. So this particular one is the Dell Latitude 14. So the 14 is the 14-inch display, by the way. So if you ever hear 14, 13, 18, 20, that's usually this, and it's measured from this corner to this corner. So that's how they measure that. So the story behind this one is that it says working screen and parts that has some sort of power inverter issue. That's a very weird. I'd never heard of an inverter issue on computers, but not everyone knows what they're saying. And that's what they're probably attributing it to, because it's probably something wrong with either the power delivery system or maybe something wrong with the battery. So until we know for sure, that's just something that we're gonna have to deal with. So some sort of power inverter issue, where when you plug in a charger, it overloads and cuts off. Not sure what the issue is, but selling for parts. So he's saying when you plug it in the back, it overloads and shuts off. That's not good if that's the case. That actually may be something as simple as maybe that charger port is bad. It could mean that there may be components on this motherboard that are bad. Who knows? I'm just going to try to do a simple test to see if it turns on. Apparently, it does not. Ooh. Let me also see what we are working with in terms of this battery. Whoop. 54 watt hour battery. And this had Windows 7 Home. Cool. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws are not here. Cool. I don't know if I have every copy of these screws. Oh yeah, something that's cool about this. These systems are actually very simple. So because a lot of these are like kind of determined by like the battery in this case, you could just essentially do this. But you could actually just take off the cover. So now you have access to the back. Well, now I know that even if we get this computer started, we're missing a drive. So it's going to need a drive. It's going to need RAM. So that's cool. This is soldered on. So that's okay, I guess. We're not going to be able to play around with you. The fan looks like, for the most part, it's somewhat clean. I'm pretty sure there's dust and dirt and what on there. The display cable is there. We're going to have to take a look at our charging ports. But I am going to go ahead and we're going to have to do a more thorough investigation of this next time I do this. It's probably going to be next Friday. I don't know. Because what I'm going to do is take a stick of RAM. We'll be harvesting that off of our other system. Unless this is 4 gigabytes. Or no, unless this is a 4th generation. Oh, DDR3. Cool. But we're just going to do a simple test here. Computers don't necessarily have inverters. So that's going to be the interesting part, is hearing an inverter issue. That's, hopefully I don't get a smell or, a poof. All right, so we know our unit's powered on. Well, that's an interesting little thing. Looks like our guy was not lying. So our guy said that this has some type of weird issue because when you plug this in, I'm about to plug it in. Just cuts it off. And I actually hear like a little like little static sound like and that's it. So interesting. This one's going to require some research. I'm pretty sure it's just the port. The port is probably bad. And what I mean by that is that maybe there is a short going on within the charger port. So I'm probably going to have to look at that. If it is something that I can fix, I'll take out the soldering kit and fix it. But knowing that we really can't do anything about this, there's only one other thing I can do with this system. Because it has this system, I may be able to go into my bag full of chargers and get a Dell specific battery charger. They do exist. You actually plug them into this port, and the brick itself actually has an indicator light, so I would have to go ahead and charge that. But this looks like it's a bit more modern for a DDR3 system, so there's probably some safeguards that's causing it to just cut off. But yeah, we have 3, albeit very clean systems. That one older one from 2012, it's to be expected to have it like that. But yeah, I am surprised that we're missing 7 screws here. And I mean, outside of that, actually no, we're not missing 7 screws. We are missing a whopping total. We got a broken plastic piece here, which I'm not really too concerned about. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're missing 9 screws. I will say that's probably not going to be too. I probably won't do much about that because honestly, your main components, as I showed you, are up here, not down here. This is where this gets stored. And honestly, as you can see, a lot of these you just kind of slide right in and press down, and it engages the clip. So guess what? I can't take this out now. So we're good there. But I do see what he's saying. Most likely what's happening here is that the charger port is just bad, like I said. There's probably a short, some type of open circuit going on with those wires, and if that's the case, not bad. But that's it for today. I've gotten my yeah, cool. I've gotten my test out of the way with this. This is my dad's charger that I replaced over the years because his original one went out. So I got one that was compatible with his. So this is a genuine, as they like to say in older movies, genuine charger or genuine power supply, if you really want to call it that, charger. But yeah, it was confirmed that the individual is correct. Whether it's an inverter issue, again, I can't say that for sure. But what I can say is he is right by his prognosis, or I guess, yeah, prognosis of having some type of current related issue. But my hope is that it's just as simple as replace the charger port, plug in the charger, see if it does it again. If it does, then that's probably going to be a board related issue. I have bought parts like this in the past, and suddenly your eyebrows just blew off. Yeah, I know, right? Um, what year is this one? Good question. Seeing that, 2014. The supplier actually gave us good info. He actually did his research when putting this up. So a 2014 Dell. So this actually is not bad. It's a 12-year-old computer. We're slowly going down. My goal is to try to get laptops that are about 5 years old, I want to say, because by the time you get to systems that are 10 years and older, it just becomes a little bit harder to find parts. Actually, not a little bit. It becomes harder to find parts. And yes, typically you would just replace the port. The only exception is if the port is soldered onto the board. I have not done that type of repair job yet. I have done the ones that most commonly are found in these systems, which are usually just a connector where the piece is independent from the system and it's connected into the board. I've done those in the past. In fact, my YouTube channel actually has a video. You might have to search it up, but on my YouTube channel, there is a video that shows me replacing a charger port, as I called it, on an HP laptop. I sold that for about $75 to a coworker of mine. He was working in security. But yeah, there are the 3 Dell PCs supposedly that I bought. Man, why didn't I get other brands? Oh, wait. That's right. I didn't get other brands because other brands tend to be more costly. Oh yeah, and let me show you guys my Switch. I guess we'll show the Switch. So, Switch is on. So the games I usually play on here, as you can see, I got some good old Animal Crossing, stupid light. We got some Animal Crossing, some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX. I cannot change that, by the way, guys. You're unfortunately going to have to just deal with it. This is a game I bought, so this is a virtual game. I don't have the cartridge for this one. I wish I did. This is a free game, the Super Kirby Clash. Here's the Super Mario. It's also probably just my screen brightness too. There's Super Mario 3D, so I do have that as a cartridge. So that's all 3 of the games. So Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy 1. I do have Scarlet and Violet. I have Progress in Scarlet, Zero in Violet. I literally just installed the game. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. It is actually, it's just super hard to do this because of the stupid lamp. Yeah, the lamp light. Yep, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. This is Super Mario RPG. So this is actually, well, I don't have a game cartridge. This is actually the updated version, the updated version of the original one for the Super Nintendo. YouTube, Wii Sports. So Nintendo Switch Sports. Sorry, not Wii Sports. Switch Sports. Because I do like those games. Breath of the Kingdom and Pokemon Legend Arceus. So Breath of the Kingdom was the reason why I got a Switch in the first place. So the Legend of Zelda game is super cool. And what's cool about these units is that they actually just come with a stand, and they come with straps as well as this, a controller adapter. So you've probably been seeing other people either play like this if you're playing like Mario Kart, or just this. Then you can actually play it like a somewhat traditional controller. It's a little funky actually to get used to, but it's definitely ergonomic because, well, look at that. I got something to grab. So it's not like the old school Nintendo controllers, which those are like squared controllers, and they're just like, it's digging into my hand. I have like nothing to grab on the bottom, is super flat. And those controllers are a little bit funky. The Super Nintendo controllers are a bit more curved, so you actually have something to like, it's more ergonomic for your hand. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop on to our game of choice. I was actually thinking about playing a couple games tonight. I spent some time so that way you guys can see like the computers that I have. So let's go ahead and play our game. We don't have anything here at the moment, but I think what we will be playing will not require our controller to exist. So boop, there that goes. I should put the chat on, in all honesty, in the other thing, but you know, it is what it is, right? But yeah, I'll say my favorite game for the Switch, hands down, is it's not Super Mario. Pokemon Rescue Team DX is my favorite game for the Switch. I love the new mechanics that it has in the game, and it just feels so much better than the OG. Don't get me wrong, I still play my Red Rescue Team, but yeah, it was just, I can't say the same about Red Rescue Team. Let me see if I actually have it here. Let me also make sure this. Oh, apparently it's not. There we go. Oh, it was on. Dang it. Time to hop in our game. Off. I'm gonna bend that down too. Yeah, we do have to update this. So let's. I have not touched this, by the way, in a long time, and apparently it shows violence. It shows the lowest possible resolution. Let's apply that. Honestly, I do not want to apply the highest, although it can handle it. Actually, why not? Let's try. Actually, you know what? I have OBS, and it's seamless. Oh my gosh, if only. We're gonna try a new game. Actually, let's just, screw it, we're gonna do this. This is better. This will be my first time actually doing this in 4K. I have not played this game in 5K or 4K. I've only played it in 1080p. We're just gonna call this... Why not Paradise? A race against the clock to earn as much new bucks? Okay, now we're doing this. I never actually played the other modes, so yeah. Which one should we pick? I think we'll go with the Tabby. Gold? Name the slime after you? I mean... Could. Let's see, so gold slime. Oh, you know what? Banana Bear Isle. There we go. Gonna call it Banana Bear Isle. 1,000 light years away from Earth, on a planet known as the Far, Far Range, Beatrix LeBeau begins her first day as a slime rancher. Ooh, actually, wait a minute, this is pretty good. Wait, 4K is this? Ah, man, 5K then. Yeah! Oh, dude. I actually don't know if this is 60 hertz right now, or 60 frames. Hold on. Okay, you know what? It is definitely not below. Let me see how this works. It's probably going to be a little disorienting. I'm actually just testing how good this feels because these games tend to run, like this game can run slow if you push it too hard. But it looks like this game is actually like optimized. Yay! But yeah, so what is this game about? Well, like it said, you are a slime rancher. So you are essentially taking care of slimes. Everything is super cute. The sensitivity is through the roof. We're gonna change that. Why is this through the roof? It does have controller support, but I don't ever use a controller for this game, funny enough. I've tried and I'm like, I prefer this. Hopefully the audio is not too loud. You can actually really throw this out of proportion by enabling throwing the FOV out. I may just have to switch on my. Hold on. That's right. I got DPI settings. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I gotta do this. Okay, it's actually just like pretty good. So if I go all the way down. Oh, that's good. Okay. Alright, cool. I can actually adjust my mouse and this changes everything. So, you got two things. You got like suck and throw. So, for example, we'll suck this in. Now watch. I can throw it out. Basically, you take care of slimes. You make money off of them, and your goal is to also solve a mystery. Because this island holds... our Banana Bear Isle actually holds a secret that we have to uncover. These guys are actually really cute. You can also just like throw them at walls and they are not phased, as you can see. You can step on them, they're not phased. And they also poop. Yeah, we collect their poop too. Because that's what makes the money in this game. We want these guys to poop as much as possible. Even the game is telling us there. Tasty food required. So, when this game first came out, I really fell in love with the concept of this game. Audio's good, I'm glad. I fell in love with the concept of this game because it's super simple. You just pick up poop, you throw it in here to make your money, and you essentially take care of, well, you take care of your slimes. So we got a corral here. We're gonna put them all in. We got upgrades that we can apply to our corral. This was actually cool to see for the first time. We got 259. Do we have anything in here that's about that price? Cool. So we'll need to, we'll need to do that. This was actually new. This was a new addition when I first seen this introduced. So the range exchange, there will be missions that this will give you, and it'll be up to you to find the resources and put them in here, and you'll get resources in return. So I never seen this in the beginning of the game when I first played. As you can see, it is offline, so you have to make some progress. Yeah, we got to do this so that way we can. There you go, little poop. We're just gonna give the rest of these. Give me that. Whoa, hey. I'm just gonna tell you now, I already know a way that we can make tons of money. Yep. Yep, Uvaka slime, so they are called slimes. So you can shoot through the shield. So that's what we did. We actually shot through the shield in there. So it's wanting us to do this so that way we can get it over with. Alright. Also, we use our scroll wheel. I'll grab that chickadoo. And their poops are actually called plorts. Is slime poop the new fountain of youth? I don't know, because our character does not eat them or drink them. But it makes us richer, and that's what matters. This is actually new. I've never seen this. Port market. So they actually give us information. And that's something you also want to know too. If you want to know information about the different things or the areas, you can go to the Slimepedia or the Slimepedia, and you could essentially learn. We got some stuff we need to discover. But yeah, you can learn about the lab, you can learn about the docks, the areas. These are the different areas. The port market, which is where we got our money from. The pond, which is another area for the slimes. The incinerator, the silo, all sorts of things. You can learn about all sorts of things. Honestly, we should have kept one of the carrots, because you can also plants, and that includes carrots. All right, now that we're done with the basics, basically we earn enough money, then we can unlock new areas, not shoot chicks across the screen. So we got ourselves a little stamina bar, another area, and by the way, we can't get past this point at all. You can actually quote unquote die. I'm not gonna do that, but you can do that. I don't think you lose anything, but yeah. So in order for us to move on, we need to pay our fee. So 10,000 is what we need. But yeah. Once I get to a certain point, I'm going to kind of show you where like you can challenge the system if you have older hardware. I've actually played this on laptops, so this game is a little friendly to that. I don't know, I'll have to actually test it now more than ever, but I've actually tested it on my very first laptop. This computer has played this game, albeit years ago. So now that this computer has had, or that this game has had many updates since then, I might actually do that. We might actually test it out. So if it does work, cool. So now we are out of our ranch and into the wild. Hello, Beatrix. The name's Hobson Twilgers, rancher, explorer, and the former owner of this here ranch you now call your home. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I was a rancher for more years than I can remember, and felt there was one last adventure left in me, so I've set off to find just that. But before I go, I'm taking one last tour around this here land I love. So keep your peepers peeled for notes like these. If you want to hear what an old coot has to say every now and again. Be talking to you, H. Yes. So we inherited this. So I want you, I'm sucking you, I'm sucking all these out of the ground too. And these do replenish, by the way, so we have an unlimited resource here. Our carrots and slimes every now and then. Come here, all of you. Slurp, 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 slurp. We even got these. Well, can't when we're full. Let's go change that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna leave at least one. And we're gonna do this and this. And we're also going to do this. Because even the chickens can be consumed. Don't worry, they don't consume chicks. Oh my gosh. Minimum. Got some nice berries here. We got some pogo fruit. Let's go back and return that. So we're gonna need to at least make enough to where we can start, you know, doing other things like growing and whatnot. Growing stuff. So I'm actually going to put one here. So I'm going to put that here because that's what I'm going to turn that into. Put that here because that's what I'm going to turn that into. I may put another one here or here. I'm not going to do what I did last time I played this game. So we're going to at least put that one there for now. Once we get like a lot of those, and trust me, there will be a lot. Yeah. So we're going to get that. Shuck up your poop. I didn't want you. Sometimes you may have to just, you know, suck a couple of these up just to get the poop. And then, you know, you just, you know, take what you need and return the rest. Oh, yeah, and sometimes they get out. Don't ask me how they get out. They always like to break out. And don't worry, it's not abuse. They can take it. They can take it. They don't care. Oh, we almost got enough. Can we actually get away with this? Garden. Actually, we can. Sweet. We are going to go ahead and do this one. So, I want this garden. So, cool thing about the garden, once you build one of these, you'll just go ahead and take the fruit or vegetable you want, pop it in, and it instantly grows a tree. And already has little buds. So now we get to wait. We play the waiting game. What's cool about this is that if you ever want to just kind of like etch-a-sketch this thing and just erase it out of existence, you can always demolish it, remove the crops, and we have upgrades. So, really cool. Now it's time for us to make some progress. Hey, look, they're already back. Oop, yes, I want you. And depending on the time of day, actually will net you other slimes too. So slimes during the day will come up with certain ones. Others will like give you different types of slimes. So it all depends on the time of day. You know what? I don't need that because I already got the chick on me. So eventually we'll make a corral. Oh no. They massacred my boy! My boy! Oh no, wait! Money! Don't go away! I like money. What I would be saying right now. Oh, hello. Oh no. You know what? We can always find more of these. Nope, give me those. I need them. I don't need you guys pooping anymore. I need that. Alright. Yeah, these guys are really cool. As you can see, like, we're at nighttime now, so now we get these new phosphor slimes. And what's really cool is that, you know, being a rancher, obviously your main job is to take care of animals, but that also means that your secondary job may be something else too. And that is what we're going to possibly take advantage of later. For now, we're going to have to wait on it. But at least for now, we have what we need. Let me go ahead and do this. One of these guys is bound to poop. There we go. That's right. Skillful pooper scooper right here. Dang it, I've already failed at my job. This will make things much easier as we go along. Alright, again, there. take that. Alright, so we should be able to make enough to get the other one started. Oh yeah, this is a really cool game. I actually fell in love with this at like first sight. Like once I started playing, I'm like, I love it. This is the game. Super simple, doesn't really require any effort. It's fun as a pastime, and honestly, can have some challenges too. Don't think that this is actually going to be a super easy game, because there are some challenges. So at least for right now, we're good. And since we planted our carrots, now we have carrots growing. Fun fact, too. Apparently I can launch this to the moon. Oh. Probably would help. There we go. Oh, screw this. I'm sucking all of you up. So I can collect the poop. And then throw you right back in. I just launched one out, didn't I? Nope. Okay, cool. You little escape artists, don't go. Don't go anywhere. Stay in there. Papa needs some poop from you so I can get some money. Alright. What's also cool about this too is that you can actually just legitimately go inside and we can look at our mail. Since we do have that. From the 7Z Corporation. Miss LeBeau. The 7Z Corporation would like to welcome you to the Far Far Range. Welcome, and extend our support in your bold new venture as a slime rancher. Why am I saying it like that? I think it's because all movies I've watched pretty much treat it like that. We would also like to request that you exercise caution in your first few days on the range, until you get more familiar with your surroundings. Traveling at night is not advisable. Since I already know how to play this game, I'm okay with traveling at night, but let's take the advice of this mystery person. Lastly, should you require any additional tools for your backpack or items to make your slime ranching experience easier, the 7Z Corporation would be pleased to provide them to you from the shop located just outside your ranch house. The 7Z Corporation providing the tools you need to get the job done for us for a small fee. I'm pretty sure that's what they would maybe do. I don't know. And then we got Casey, our friend. Abby, what's it like to sleep for a whole year? Did you dream? I can't imagine what that's like. 7Z puts you in a pod and then... Oh yeah, and then lights out for all that time. Wow. Oh, wait. Wow. What's the Far Far Range like? Have you started exploring? Is the air as clear as they say? I bet it's really beautiful. I'm probably asking too many questions. I bet you have a lot of work to do on that ranch. I still can't believe it's yours now. I guess I better leave you to it and just keep it short. Good luck, B. If anyone can make it out there, it's you, Casey. Oh, nice. So apparently there's DLC for this game. I don't even know if I am willing to get the DLC because I don't really think it adds too much. But we do have the Galactic playset. Let's sleep until morning. And now we return to the ranch. Honestly, you don't even need to do that. You could just legitimately travel day and night and not worry. Single player. It is unfortunately a single player. I do not know. You are a glorified pooper scooper. I sure am. I like the cozy adventure games that are chill and you can just do your thing. Yep, you can just do your thing. Like Stardew Valley, pretty much. But yeah, this game is, just for what it's worth, a single player game. You're not going to get multiplayer experience out of this game. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to play with someone else. But, I don't know, maybe there's a mod out there that allows us to do that. Guess we'll have to find out at some point. Oh, we're already done. Look at that. We waited all the way till night. Now we can have the flying fruits come and attack us. Here we go. Ah! Oh, man. Yeah, as you can see, we gained quite a bit of fruit and vegetables, and the best part about it is, that's unlimited. So they'll just regrow now, and we can just do this. Hey guys, here, just have all this food. You're gonna see, I'll get to a point where we can overfill the container with slimes and food, and it'll get to a point where it's like, oh crap. So, anyone who plays this game will have to keep track of the slime market, or the plort market, as this game calls it. So right now, this is what's worth money right now. This is what's worth money. And of course, if we do find one of these guys, they're worth it. Does your pocket have an item limit? Yes, because your pocket only can carry 4 items that it scoops up. There is a maximum amount of each item that you can carry on your person, but we have this handy dandy 7Z inspired thing here that allows us to increase how much we have in our tanks. We can also get a jetpack, we can get a water tank, a heart module to increase our health, and our power core system to help with this, our stamina. So, yep. Otherwise, yes, I forget what the amount is. I think it's 20. But yeah. Also, that phosphor slime we're gonna have to keep in our on our guy now, or on our chick, because let's just say that if we let them go now, they will pass away. They will die. I want to grab you. We're just here mainly looking for other things. So yeah. So see, we got 4 slots now full. So if I try to suck this chick up, I can't. It'll just bounce. That's why you're hearing like the boom, boom sound, because it's not gonna work. Ooh! Go away. Oh, crap! Oh, hey, look at that! Give me the tabby slime. Give me the tabby slime. Go away. Yep. Oh, my logo. So, yep, these are now called Largos. Ow. Hey. So, this is what I also meant that we could do other things. So, this was a result of one slime eating another slime's poop. When you do that, it instantly crossbreeds them. And, it could be either good or bad. Ooh. I do want you. Do not die. Nope. You go away. Alright, come here. You here. Thank you. I need that. Dang it. Ah, you know what? Go! I hate the fact that you guys are just way too cute. But yeah, you can actually mix breeds of slimes. But you do want to be careful. You do want to be careful because if you mix the wrong breeds, yeah, it's gonna spell disaster. Is what I'm about to say. Spells disaster. But we do need to find a way to make some money so we can build another corral. Almost. What is this, like 250? 250, yeah. Almost. Let me go into debt, dang it! I am going to put you guys in the corner because I know you're going to run away somewhere, so I'll just do that so I know where you guys might wander off to. Alright, so 219, we're almost there. I'll grab that. So right now what we're doing is just picking up as many plorts as possible, so we can make enough money to make another corral, and then be able to put those tabbies in. Everything here is really cute, except for a specific slime. When they show up, not so cute. But yeah. Ooh! I forgot my money-making children here. Come to Papa. That's right. Got that? Oh, yeah, we're actually at the limit here. Alright. No! Launched you right out. Of course I did. No, you come here. No! In you go. In you go. Not gonna have anyone else run out of there. Crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and grab some more of this. It's actually quite funny how they do that too. Like, when you're vacuuming everything up, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you... No. Whoa. Are you serious? Get back here. He knew. He knew. He was like, okay, I will. Oh yeah, and you don't need to be super accurate with where you fling the poop. It'll count. Alright, so what I'm going to do... I'm going to make sure that this doesn't end badly. Corral. Come here. Since I already knew you guys were going to run. Throw both of you in. Where's the third one? Where are you? I knew it, you little rascal. Alright, so the interesting thing about these guys is that each slime has a specific diet that they are accustomed to. Not every slime will eat the same foods. So if I can go and find something that I can grab, since right now everything is growing, hopefully down here. And the jumps are pretty generous, as you can see. I'm able to jump over, like, hills, obstacles, and stuff like that. Okay. Nope. They had to consume everything, didn't they? Go away. Look at this. Launched up in the air. Okay. Let me see here. Is it here? Yes. So, you can actually launch these guys into the water. They will die. As you can see, they will die if they get launched here. I shall demonstrate. Because at some point in time, it may happen. Never to be seen again. I know, I'm a horrible monster. Someone has to do it. But yeah. So let me give you an example about how everyone has a different diet. I like doing that. Alright, so these are the Largos, or Gordos. Sorry, Gordos. These are the Gordos. These are like really cool. They're cute slimes, but unfortunately they are integral to our progress. So we actually need to feed them in order to progress. Alright. That's fine, we'll throw these in. We're not getting those back. Oh, wait, don't you dare. Hold on, can I get you to... Alright, cool. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, I forgot. This is a new thing for this game. It's all old now, but when I first discovered this, I'm like, oh, this is new. They have like maps that you can see now. This game never had a map when it came out, by the way. You just had to know where everything was at. So, yeah. Oh, the crossbreeding has happened here. Cool. So, I would like No, dang it. I'm... A Rocky Tabby. Yeah, Rocky Tabby. Ooh. So, we got different slimes here. Like you see here, we got these little rock slimes. They actually do hurt. You probably don't want to get involved too much with them, or else. These guys love popping up from the ground, so there's that. But let me show you an example. A good little example of how everybody has different eating habits. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. What is that emote? What the heck is that emote? Hold on, I gotta see this. Jabasted? Oh my gosh, dude. No. No. So you already seen how I threw like the chicken and the fruit in here, and these guys took everything. I can give these cats. Now watch, I'm gonna give these cats because they are hungry. I'll give them fruit. And as you can see, they're not actually going for the fruits. Now when I throw a chicken or a hen, they immediately go for that. Wow, that cat did not hesitate. It was like, yes! And they even got voices too, apparently. These guys are constantly very mischievous slimes, so you might want to keep an eye on them. But yeah, they are carnivores, so they only eat meat. Fun. We have to keep up with the diet. So there, we just got our 32. We got our 32 gold for that. So that's going to be really useful. Oh, and the cool thing about the cross, I don't want to say contamination, like crossbreeding? I almost want to say cross-pollination, because that's what it is for plants, but like, I guess like crossbreeding, yeah, crossbreeding through fecal matter. Yeah, don't ask me, I didn't make the rules for this game. You feed each other the poop, and they become the thing that they ate. You literally are what you eat at that point. Something that I find is very customary for me is that these here will always... I've always made these exclusively corrals. Like, all 4 are corrals. I'm going to lower this a bit. Let me lower the music down a bit. I don't know. It's a little loud for me. That's why. But yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yep, I exclusively make these 4 corrals because you'll see soon as we make progress in this game. And also, you may find slimes that don't take meats but only take fruit. So you kind of have to play around with the slimes to find which ones would be most advantageous for you, and go from there. Now we're going to save an extra slot here because I do want to get the rock plort, which come from, ow, these guys. Wait, why do we have this sound? The heck? Okay, alright. That was weird. Anyways. Actually, Tabby, I think I'm gonna get rid of you. There we go. Rock plorts. Ow! Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and let me check to see how much the rock plort is worth. Because you start to become very business-minded in this game. Yeah, the slime itself is really cute, and the cool part is, once you get at least 1 crossbred slime, the rest of them will literally follow suit. Quite literally will follow suit. Alright, so not the best, but if we crossbreed a tabby with a rock, we can get 53 bucks per I guess like per pair. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this in here. We're gonna watch one of them get desperate enough to eat the poop. Don't do that now. Here, I'll even guide you here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, one's getting over here. You got this. You got this. Come on. Alright, you know what? Fine, I'll just throw it at you. One of you guys. Boom. Now we got a rock tabby plar. Ow! Hey! A rock tabby largo. You can get a bunch of these in here, and they can get pretty crowded. It can get pretty crowded real quick. So now we need to go find, the cool part about this, actually, is that now we have a rock tabby slime. That means that we could actually not only use meat to feed it, but I also believe this means we can use fruit. Because fruit, I believe, is the dietary option for the rock port. Oh, if they get desperate enough. Let me see. There, go over there. I want to see if this works. Please. Take it! Ow! You! Jerk! Some slimes... Where did you... Hey. No. We're not having that. We're not having that, guys. You stay away. Alright, apparently I need to go look up. Why are you hurting me? I am giving you food. Eat! Eat! Alright, we may have to look. Because I may be wrong. Ow! You jerk! No. And, no, you two. You know what? You three go in there now. You're in a new timeout corner. The rock port may actually take... may take vegetables, so we may need to look into that. Ready for this, guys? Watch this. Kobe! Got him. Oh my goodness. You guys, I am going to lock in a dungeon if you keep up. I don't know what kind of dungeon I'm locking you in, but I will keep you in one. No one has taught you temperance or patience? Jeez. Also, this actually will get to a point where this actually becomes an issue. Where you won't be able to provide... you won't have enough space to actually store all of the... yeah, you won't have enough space to like store all of the stuff that you're farming. So, yeah. That will be a fun thing to have an issue with. Alright, let's take a look at these. That was incredible. Let's try that again sometime. I want that. Woo! Give me those. Go away. Grab you. I will eventually have a use for you. Let's go put our poop into the machine. Yeah, let's actually check this out. So, poop, do that. And its rock DNA will go towards... Should go towards that. You... Don't you dare. You stay in. Yep, there you go. So now that it actually has that, like, now I can feed it vegetables and meat. So that is also something. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Yep, and there you go. One of the other tabbies ended up eating the poop and now became a rock tabby largo. Because cats do not eat vegetables in this game. So now it's going to be up to this cat. There you go. And because these are largos that are mixed, we get two. We get two instead of one. So we're just going to kind of let them eat. And then... Oh yeah, let's go over to the machine. And then go from there. Oh, yep. Also, all I have to do is just press shift, and my guy will, my chick will run, and that's it. We'll run until I can't run anymore. We're not going to worry too much about the chickens, although I'm probably going to want to grab these for later. Come here. Come here, hens. I'm going to grab you guys for later. I already know what I'm using you for. I'm sorry in advance. We're going to do this. I don't know if these actually can evolve using poop from other creatures. But yep, we will feed this. And if you look, the diet on this pink Gordo... Oh, you can't see it from my screen. I'm actually going to move myself away for a little bit. But just take note here. If you look where I was at, the pink Gordo is actually... It shows you specifically what the diet is. And it says everything. So we can literally feed it fruits, vegetables, animals, it'll take it. There will be others like this Gordo, but will have very specific diets. So, let me just go ahead and put myself back in the corner where I belong. And then we will go back to this game. Alright. So, yep. We will feed this thing until it doesn't want to be fed anymore. Oof, I do not want to go down. Alright, I do want you, so take you. I'll take you. Why? Oh, oof. Oh yeah, look! Now I got a pink phosphor largo. So you know that little slime that I have in my inventory? Yep. Oh, that's not good. You come... No, fuck you, go away. Oh yeah, I will curse at these little guys. You definitely don't want these guys. Go away. This is literally the way you get rid of them. Apparently that one loves bathing. These guys... This is what happens when you crossbreed with other creatures that should not be crossbreeding. So, for example... go away. Go away. Alright. These guys will straight up just kill slimes. So let's say, and they multiply pretty fast, apparently. Ah! Go away. Wow, this is a first. Alright, we're gonna have to do a tactical retreat for right now. Nope. You leave that slime alone. Yeah. Actually, I wonder what happens if we take this to the other. Ah, you know what? Fine, we won't. How about that? Well, everyone died here. Cool. Rip. Go. You need to suck better. Alright. I did not mean to do that. Well, whatever that was, I'm pretty sure it's gone now. I totally forgot what it was. Alright. Take this. Until we have the means to fight them off. Ow. Can you please? Thank you. There we go. Okay. Oh, well, not everyone died. Okay, good. I will just do that. Yep. That's what happens when you, for example, crossbreed slimes that are already crossbred with another plort. So, like, let's say, for example, actually, we can test this out right now. You see this guy right here? If I give him this rock plort, if I get the rock plort to this phosphor pink slime, where the heck are? No. No. Eat that, please. Please. I am going to launch the chicken if you go after the chicken. So if this is hungry and it wants to go after this, it will eat this, and as a result, it will turn into that black slime that you seen earlier. If you die in the game, I believe you lose some of your inventory, but it's not a lot. Like, it's just a little bit, but you will lose something in your inventory. So that's why we probably don't want to die right now. What the? Oh, nope. You know what? I didn't see anything down there. You can tell when those guys are around when you hear that. And it's also the worst feeling in the world when your ranch gets invaded by those guys. Let me tell you what. Alright, so we got 20 of those bad boys. We're gonna be, You guys, I swear. Why did I... Alright, gonna fill this up. You come over here. You come over here. You come over here. There's a reason why I'm probably gonna leave you guys to starve in there for a little bit. I swear. Alright, so let's go ahead and go back. Those black slimes will eventually leave too. So you don't have to worry. Like, they will eventually cease to exist. They'll move on. I actually did not want the ports. You know what I'm going to do to this? I'm going to do this. There we go. Alright, so... I want to discover more... Oh, you know what? I know why I did that. Dang it. Alright, you know what? Actually, I do want to test this. Do we have food available here? We do. All that matters. Yep. There you go. They're starting to break down slowly. Because they can starve. If they don't get much to eat, they will starve to death and die. So, we leave those guys to rot then. And this will hurt us for a little bit, having the limited stamina. Let me see if this works. Why do you not accept my poop? It's a glorious poop. Alright, can't suck up the shrooms. And if you also notice, this pink Gordo actually gets bigger each time you feed it. Little by little. I do want this stone hen though, so yeah. Oh dang, come here. Well, I guess that works out for you. There you go. Nope, we leave the chicks behind because these slimes don't eat chicks. They only eat the hens. Nope, enjoy being parentless. Ooh, the dash boots. We got some new stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way over here. Some nice... The environment here is actually really cool, too. Oh, yeah. So, as you can see, I can actually go down there if I wanted to. So, there's alternative routes. Look at that. Everything's popping out of the ground. This area is actually a hotspot for multi-crossbreeding to happen. It is not fun because this area often gets invaded by the black slimes. I had a great big tree like this one here. Oh, like this. Oh, sorry. I gotta point towards the tree so that way you can get context. I had a great big tree like this here one along the edge of my property back on Earth. It had been there before anyone could remember. It survived all kinds of change around it, and then one day I began to notice it was dying. Wasn't anything unnatural. It was just its time, I suppose. And then I realized that if I didn't do something, I'd end up like that tree. I spend my whole life in the same place. I wasn't going to let that happen, so I bought a ticket for the Fall range, and the very next day, H. Yep. So basically, he said, I don't want to live my life in the same place for the rest of my life, so I'm leaving, and that's exactly what happened. All right. Oh, yeah. You know, just we don't. So these areas are very unique. The whole like don't go here is usually because there's going to be some form of like hostile maybe in the area or like hazardous area. I can't get that. We're gonna need to go back to camp. Oh, look at that. We got another one here. Oh, little kitty. Go. Oh, crap. Ha! Loser! You didn't see that. Nah, you didn't see that. Yeah, who wants to meet? That's right, you want the meat. Do we have any more? No more hens? Well, alright then. I'm gonna grab this then. We'll grab our cube berry. I totally don't do that. So much for eating that one. Oh yeah, so much for that one eating everything. Yeah, so like I said, Tabby Gordos in these games all have different diets. So the pink slime is going to be a slime that generally eats anything. It's an omnivore. But you may get different ones like that Tabby slime, for example. So like, as you can see, we have the this pink Gordo over here, and this pink Gordo eats everything. So I can give it the vegetable, it'll eat the vegetable. If I give it this fruit, it'll eat the fruits. So it does, like, each of them do have something that they'll eat, but, and I have to emphasize but in this case, not every Gordo is made the same. So if that's the case, then we'll technically need to go grab whatever food does fit its diet. That's probably the only thing you have to keep in mind. Other than that, super chill, fun game. You can kind of, once we get the jetpack, we can actually get up into different areas. Like, see here? I can get up here. Usually we got spazzing out tabby cats, or tabbies. We usually get hens and chickadoos here. And we got this here, so... Oh yeah, you. Come here. Ah! Yep, you come here. Rock slime. And I love I kind of love like how cute the voices of the slimes are. This kind of takes the stresses of the world away when you play a game like this. I actually do miss playing this game. It's been like a really long time since I played this game. Ah, I'll get that one day. We'll go over there soon. For now, we will come back to our camp. Wait, hold on. What was that? Oh, what is this? Wait, I don't remember this area. There was something up there. There was something up there. Ah, crap. I know where to get up there. Ooh. Yes. Get up there. Defy the laws of physics. Yes. No, defy the laws of physics. Get back up there. Okay. I will find... There we go. Okay, we just don't... There we go. Got him. You know what? You survive, hen. I want these. The heartbeat. Boom. That's cool. I actually didn't even know about this area. Oh. I didn't even know you can get up here. What? Huh. Didn't even know that. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Cool fact. Parkour. Yeah, exactly. I think the pink one. Yeah. It did not eat the plorts. So it did not eat the plort. It actually bounced off. So the cool thing about this is now if you look, the rock plort is now worth 22. This is 33 and this is 27 now. This market actually changes every day. Every in-game day. So it's actually really cool. So yeah, that's why you have to kind of keep up with it. Oh. Pink little. Go. I bet you these pink little fuckers decided to intermingle with the other one. Yep. Killed them all because of that. I hate the pink ones. You are all going to have to die now. These guys will mass produce, so we don't want that. You know what? I've never tested this before. Let me go test this. While we're doing this, the green thing, oh, so that's cool. So good thing that you asked about that. The green thing that you've seen was actually a pod. So the green pod is something that contains items. We actually have to get to a certain point in the game in order to be able to open those. So we're nowhere close to that right now. Thora West, welcome to the Range Exchange. Hi there, Beatrix. The name's Thora West. I'll keep my introduction short on account that we all got work to do. I'm a longtime rancher here on the far, far range and head of the welcome wagon for your local Range Exchange. The Range Exchange is a network of ranchers just like yourself who are looking to trade what they got for what they need. Slimes, plorts, food, whatever. All you need to do is check out the Range Exchange machine daily to be sure to get your trade completed within 24 hours. As more ranchers get added to your network, you should receive a hearty hello from them, so check your inbox. When enough John, enough John, we both got slimes to wrangle. Adios, Beatrix. Thora. Oh yeah, I forgot. I never actually tried this. Sleep until morning. See if this actually kills them all off. My pet cactus. Hi, Bea. I thought a cactus from you, or I bought a cactus from you, sort of. When I came back home, it was one of the family. It was one of the only things left in your shop. Was a lonely little guy, so I decided to adopt it. You know I kill every plant I touch, but I promise you this one will last. I mean, if I can't keep a cactus alive, then clearly something is really wrong. When I look at it, I think of you out there on the range doing your thing. Hope you're okay, Casey. Casey is now a guy apparently because Casey's apparently a guy. All the plorts disappeared. Good. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Look at that. Of course. Those little fuckers got involved in something they shouldn't have. The good thing is, we got recovery. This is why you think ahead. Holy crap. Oh, I thought you were going to Kobe that in. So they're going to eat this. They're going to eat the plorts. We'll be just fine. We'll recover. That actually was not too much of a hit. But that does suck. Kobe. Once all of them... Yep, once all of them become tabbies, that's all 4 of you. Okay. I can go grab... Well, we're gonna try to grab them. Ow! Jerk. Did you just bounce out? You did! Come back here! Jerk! You're almost like real cats! Oh. Cool. Ow! Calm down! Just give me your poop! Ow! Alright, so we're getting 24. Oh, man. Well, the market changed. We got 24 now. So this went down. This is actually worth a pretty good amount now. You'll understand why I haven't released them yet. As we go along. Alright. Whoop. Eventually we'll get a feeder to kind of help us with this. Make this easier for us. Sure. Ah. Ow! Oh. There. I'm just gonna grab the cat poop. Jeez. $32. Dang, look at that. We're getting some money. But yeah, that was definitely a pod. You thought you were going to hurt me. No, you're not. Alright, so 24, we got 518. This is actually really good for us. So we're gonna make something here. Actually, hold on. Did I lay anything down up here? No. Okay, cool. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is we're going to start with the plort collector. I've never done this as a first action, but we're going to do that now. We got our very first upgrade. And look at that. Now, as you can see, the plort collector will actually collect plorts for us. So all we have to do is just collect them from here instead of going in there and nearly getting ourselves killed. So now we're back to being broke. Don't you love it? Alright, so we got ourselves pogo fruits. I'll just put that in here. And heartbeat would probably go there, maybe. I don't know. Let's go back out. Oh wait, no, we actually need that. Oh, haha, funny. Haha, funny joke. I don't need all that. We got ourselves a Largo to go feed. Come follow me, carrots. Yeah. Why is this working as well as it is? Cool. That's insane, the range that this has. Alright, so we're going to do that. And do this. Let's do this. There we go. Perfect. So, do we have anything yet? This does have like a frequency, so it'll suck up on its own, but yep, we got the auto sucker now. This will just help us out. Oh, perfect. Look at this. We got some more. Grab those balls. Grab the berries. And let's go feed ourselves a Largo. Hey there, big boy. Have this. Yeah, keep having it. And there you go. Now they're all gone. But we do get that. Gordo slimes. Oh, well, one decided to die. That's cool. Crap. I didn't think this through. Let's go ahead and bring this. I'm gonna bring this over to our camp. All right. Sweet. Oh yeah, look at that. Our system's working. Okay. Eat. Two? Okay, cool. Alright, let's move this around. We'll go back to the ranch. There we go. There you go. All right. Boop. Nice. Got him. So, yep, these crates actually come with goodies. It comes with jerks like you. Comes with goodies. I'll just do that. And then we can actually use these in different areas. Just right now, probably can't. Help me out here, and I'll make sure you get what's owed. What do you need? Oh, heartbeats? Oh, how convenient. I have that. And you need that. But at least I get 750 gold with some cube fruit and carrots. Hey, it's not gonna be that hard. Okay. These are weird. So these are like decorations. There, you go over there. But yeah, they call these ornaments. Usually what I do is like kind of like look for a place I want to poke at it, or like place it, and then there you go. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Nope. Okay. There. And there you go. And if you're wondering, this ornament does have like this effect. So like if I'm looking here, it's gonna also like follow me around. So yeah. We need to find some pink plorts. We don't want those to leave, so they better stay there. Oh yeah, need to find some pink plorts now because they're just so hard to come by. Alright, you're gonna go here, I'm gonna grab that. I think I just need 5. Let's find out. Yep, the hens are still here. Good. Oh, yeah, look at that. Just enough. Perfect. Woo! Sweet. Dang, that's actually quite a bit. Okay. Actually, super useful to get cube fruit. We're actually going to go ahead and start farming. E. We're going to do another garden here, and I'm going to use that. So there's that. And we're going to actually make a pond in this one, but not right now. For this, got 528. Huh. I want to see something here real quick. Yeah, we could do a coop. I guess we could do a coop for now. And do that. And then, where are you? Hello, good sir. What are you doing out here? There. Get in. Get in. Alright, so the coops, that's just the thing. The coops, you've got to find a rooster and a hen. And once you do, or the roostro in this game, even the names are cute of all these creatures. So yeah, now what we do is, since we have the basic ingredients, hey, don't look at me like that. Go to him. Yeah, go over there. Now that we have that, we can technically actually do this, where we could do like spring grass, vitamizer, and like higher walls so they don't leave. But yeah, now that we have this, all we have to do is literally just wait, and they'll just start producing chicks on their own. So we've got our machine now. We've got like all the basic necessities. So now at this point, we just have to go focus on getting enough money to start unlocking different areas. I think Cat might actually like enjoy this, because it's a very calm game. It's full of mischief. Getting scared is not necessarily possible, but yeah. Really enjoyable as a pastime. And honestly, by the end of the day, it is a game, after all, so there is progress to be made. And there you go. Look at that. We got plorts. So anytime they poop now, it'll just get auto-collected and we don't have to worry. We can now just relax. At least when it comes to them. We will be eventually kind of like min-maxing our potential. Let me actually put these away. Oh, wait. Yeah, we don't have the right Largo for this, so yeah, we're just gonna put this away. We don't want to wait too long for these guys, for the fruits, because the fruits in this game do have an expiration time, so they can go bad. When they go bad, that's that. What, can we do that? Do what? I don't know if I follow you on that. Is it, like, can we do, like, a stream or something? Like a co-op stream or something like that with this game? Because I don't know. I think that might be possible. Oh, okay. Yep, so this is why you don't want to. Ow. Dude, jeez. These are feral slimes, so they will constantly try to attack you and take you out. Ow. Apparently they're doing a really good job. There are ways you can make them nice. Let's go find... Oh, I know one way we could do this. No, I want genocide right now. I woke up choosing violence today. So we're gonna find out if this actually works. Hey guys, would you like that? Take that, losers. That's right, losers. Get wrecked. You want to attack me? Fine. I'll unleash the monster onto you guys. Well, that was actually kind of dumb. I did release it and then it died because of the water. Ooh. Okay, so this area requires a key. So as you can see at like the bottom screen way over there, we have a key. And You looked at it too late. The joke is past. Ah. So we have a key we can put into this keyhole. We actually have 2 spots that we could do this. That we have access to. One where the like tabby Gordo is at, and this spot. I'm gonna just do this here. So we're gonna use the key. Even this is actually kind of cool. We have that. And now we have a brand new area. The Indigo Quarry. Home to some other things, but let's see what this says. I was always happiest when I was by my lonesome. Places like this old quarry really suited me. Nice and quiet and mostly empty. So I figured that life on the far, far range would suit me just as well. And well, wouldn't you just know it? I come across all this way, and the first person I see, well, she changed how I saw things, I guess. Quiet wasn't good anymore. I liked her laugh. Well. Yep, we got like a... Oh, crap. Ooh, yeah, look at that. We got a purple pod over there. Purple pod. And look at that, we got new ones over here. We got some phosphorus, some rocks, and some explodey boys. Wow, I didn't know you could actually do that from that far away. Boom slimes. Woo! Yep. They go boom. Yep, so these are treasure pods. We can totally have a few of these in our... we could definitely have these at our base. In fact, I'm going to take that with the rock slime, because I forget what this is. Ooh, actually, hold on. Go away. Look at this. We got 2 heartbeats. We're not going to use those. We're going to get these odd onions. These are actually cool. Yep, you know, that's fine. I'm actually okay with this. When a society gets a little out of control, you know what I mean. When it gets out of control, you gotta put some way to lower the population. Yeah, you know, there was something there. It just wasn't landing. Oh, look, we got ourselves a different Gordo that wants veggies. How cute. Let's see. We got a map piece over there. I want to unlock that. Nice. So now we can actually get we can learn our way around this and this now. As you can see, actually, as you can see, this map is not small. This is a pretty big map. So, really cool. And apparently there is this new area that I actually know nothing about. So, that's also cool too. But we do have to find ourselves back home. Because I don't necessarily think we were supposed to be here. Not without having the proper equipment. So, that's what we don't have. I do believe we have the ability to path our way, though. As long as I don't die getting absolutely pounced to death. Oh yeah, look at that. They drag them, and then they just eat them. That's why it's like an ungodly sight. Okay, cool. We can actually get out of here. So yeah, at nighttime, these little phosphorus guys are adorable and are available. If you want them. And look. Oh, crap. Don't look. Run. Those feral guys, by the way, they can be tamed. Like, you can... The way you tame those is actually really simple. Right now, we don't have the means. I don't believe we have the means to. I believe, though, you can either feed them or you can spray them with water. But yeah, Everyone comes out at night. They all have fun. They're happy. Go lucky slimes. Yeah. So my goal here right now, while we're still in stream, we need to unlock this. So that is $17.95. Cool. Actually, I wanna test something here real quick. So one of you and one of you. So phosphor slimes, they survive at night. They cannot survive once it turns day. Once it is daytime, that's it. The phosphor slime will die. So that's why I am trying to figure out if this is actually going to work. Given that this is an explosive slime, we should be fine. Calm down. You're just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna bend you down there. There we go. I want to see if this actually works. For right now, while there you go, sweet. So while this guy is eating and pooping for us, I want to see how much exploding slimes are. Ooh, yeah, that's actually good. And we got some other ones that are just as good as well. Not so good here, but oh, we got 2 of them. So this is like really high. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, what was the phosphorus one again? 33 and 59. Cool. So that's actually really good. So that's what we're gonna do. I get you to move. Don't you dare. You jerk! No! Do not fly away from me. There, eat that. Thank you. So these guys should be good, and as you can see, if you just like look at them, they'll tell you what their diet is. So these guys are just like the cats, the tabbies. They're meat eaters, but these guys are now meat and vegetables, so we should be good. I do not like this. Ow. The first time I actually went down in this game, I kid you not, was from these guys. The second time was from the other slimes. The black ones. Those guys are really annoying. Eventually, we're just gonna hone in on specific slimes because there'll be a point where it will just not matter. But, you know, for the time being, it will. So that's what we're doing. We're building up. Oh, look at that. We got a little baby chick here. Little chickadoo. It's a stone chickadoo. Well, Papa's been getting busy with the one with the design. What about you? You need to go over there. Assert some dominance, man. You need to stop going out of here. I need to invest in higher walls for you guys. Oh wait, aren't you also fruit? Oh, yeah, you both are. Yeah, you're fruit and meat. Okay. Yep. So we're just gonna do that. Oh, you're going to normalize. Get in there. Get in. If they don't make it, then at the very least we have some plorts. So like, it's fine. And luckily enough for us, that doesn't actually destroy the machine. Alright, so range is offline, that's fine. Do we have any mail? Nope. And look at this, like the night sky is like really cool. It's also about to be day pretty soon. Look at that. We can actually watch as it turns day. Watch this turn day. Night sky goes away. And looks like these guys are persistent. Alright, so since it's day, if I actually take an average one of these guys out, these guys eventually will die. They're not meant to be out during the day. So as the day matures, we'll take one out, and then I'll just show you how that works. Oh, well, no, you don't have to worry, because it already just happened. They disappeared. There you go. That's the sad part about this. So boom. Do I want a boom rock or a boom tabby? Neither. I do want a boom phosphor though. Can't do much with that. I guess I could do pink. I guess I could do like a pink. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be like a pink one. Oh well. Alright, let's bring these in. Alright, good to go. Here we go. So, while they're going ahead and producing temporary amounts of plorts for us. Go in there. You know, it's fine. They'll just produce the plorts for us, and then they'll just die off. Because that's what happens. See? Yep, as you can see, they are dying really quick because there's daylight. Unfortunately, phosphors are no good at night. Yep, there you go. Phosphors are no good at night, are no good during the day because they're only nighttime creatures. So if you expose them to the daylight, they will die. But hey, if you want like a quick profit, well, this is how you do it. Because at least their poop doesn't disappear like they do. Alright, so we can actually now do this. Theirs is still 33. Good. Almost done. Look at that. Good to go on that. They want to die. Nope. Come on, get in. Well, I keep losing them the more I... No, I'm not losing you. Oh, you're still alive? I'm surprised, little dude, you're still alive. Alright, cool. Got what we need. That plort's also going to be one thing that we need too. Nice, nice. There we go. And then the boom plorts. All the way from downtown. I'll get that eventually. 59. Nice. We're almost at the 1795. You are all going to have to be sacrificed, but I'm okay with this. I'll just keep one. There we go. Whoever hops out of the cage will be saved. Whoever hops out of the cage will be saved. Well, I'll try to save you, that is. Don't all jump out, don't all jump out at one time, jeez. I can't like be at 50 different places at once. Calm down. Well, you're all dead now. Rip. Well, 7 is the number. Alright, cool. Nice. Alright. So we got 11 out of that. This is actually kind of just cheating at this point. I almost want to consider this cheating because outright we're just abusing these poor slimes. We're basically summoning them back just so they can eat. And then once they produce the florets, we just take them back. Or let them die. You guys are hungry, right? You guys are hungry, right? How did you get in there? Dude, what the heck? How did you get in there? Ow! Jeez. None of you pooped for me? You jerks! Alright. If possible, please acquire the following for a future study. My thanks. Ooh. Whoa, I don't think I can get you right now. These are like the cutest things in the world. They're my favorites. And then those we can get. Oh, you're not really doing anything, are you? Alright, well, that's it. That's it. Nope, you come here. I don't even know where your brother's at. He's probably dead now, but you know what it is. Alright, so I got some florets to collect here. These guys are having the time of their lives. There we go. We're just going to collect all these. Makes it so much easier, by the way, guys. So much easier. Booyah. Alright, cool, cool, cool. So, let's go ahead and unlock this now. Alright, this is actually going to be a really cool area. Because we have our very first indoor area that's away from the sun. Which means these guys can flourish. This light does not count, by the way. So this area is an area where these guys thrive in, which is going to be perfect for us. We're going to get a couple of corrals here when I can get the money for all of that. Oops, no, 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 come back, come back. Perfect. Perfect. Oh yeah, and we got places to like fast travel too. See, these are fast travel spots. That used to be, by the way, this transition, specifically this transition from here to here, used to bog down my computer originally. When I had a 1080 Ti, that used to bog down my computer because it was so intense for some weird reason. Oh, we got some ports, splorts, poo. So now we've just relieved ourselves of all those slimes. So now we can have a place to put them in. Rock slimes, you're not useful, bye. Crap, you were useful. Sorry. Yeah, we're just gonna go. We got some slimes to collect. We got some slimes to collect. And some things to feed. Nope, I need vegetables. Crap. I don't want to get rid of my odd onions either. Because odd onions are not easy to come by. They're actually pretty... I don't want to say they're like super rare, but they are quite rare. Because they have a chance from spawning in on vegetables that you are already growing. Oh yeah, that's an old... That's what happens. They turn brown and die. Such a nice date. Yeah, it definitely was for them. Yes, this is where that other one was at. Let's go grab that. Oh. Yep, you guys are good. You guys are good. Alright, so we gotta go find that cave again. Unless I just found another path. Oh, I found... Yep, I found you. Hey. Guess what? I brought yummies. Time for you to eat. Keep eating. That's right, keep eating. Even if you can't fit anymore, you keep eating. And then we'll get a key. Also pretty nice music too. That's the cool part about this. Yeah, you're gonna be useful. Oh! What? Uh-huh. Cool. That's also a thing. You could just get chests that have nothing but ornaments. Really nice. Very nice. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention? There's no fall damage in this game. Oh boy. You know? Here. Here, have that. Ow. Trying to combo on me, what the heck? No. You want something to eat? Fine. Wait, where did the other one go? Doesn't matter. Here, eat that. Jeez. See? And just like that, they're basically just like Snickers. Just like the commercial with Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. All the feral ones, because they're hungry. Since we technically do have pink plorts with us, we'll make use of it. We can get rid of that, actually. I did see some vegetables available. Go away, dude. Ah! I'm gonna get wrecked. Get outplayed. Alright. You can fall in water, yes. That is something you can 100% do. You can fall in water. That's why I said, like, you can technically die in this game, but the consequences are pretty inconsequential. But yes. Open wide. You're one hungry boy. We have at least like 4 or 5 more here. Nice. Very nice. Ooh, okay. Actually, if you must know, I'll show you. That's what happens. When you're knocked out, you'll at least rest for 12 hours. Apparently, water is our kryptonite. Oh, I forgot. You lose everything. Ah! Yeah, you lose everything. I always read stuff late, yeah. Why? Because I don't have OBS here on my main screen, so I can't actually see the chats as they come. But yep, that's what happens when you go into the water.
Hiya, Beatrix. The name's Ogden Ortiz. I'm a slime rancher much like yourself, but I mostly fancy myself as a farmer. I came to the far, far range to grow fruits and vegetables in the way we used to back on Earth, by getting down into the soil and getting your hands dirty. Did you know that carrots improve your night vision? Yeah, seriously, they do. I don't see why all ranchers aren't just gobbling them down every chance they get. Being lost out on the ranch at night can be so dangerous. Well, don't let me ramble on you here. We'll be in touch via the range exchange. I tend to only raise slimes that eat fruits and veggies, so expect those kind of requests from me. Looking forward to doing business with you. P.S. Ever hear of the gilded ginger? It's a mythical veggie that is said to be the favorite food of the equally mythical gold slime. But some say that neither of them actually exists.
No! But I type too fast, I forget you can't see it the moment. The moment. Yeah, in the moment you want it, you never ever let it go. You only get one shot. Don't miss the chance to blow. The opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo! Casey. I got your mail. Of course, I remember that day. I feel like that was when you and I really connected. It was raining so hard that the streets were flooding. And we took shelter in that cafe. It was like a scene from a movie. Only we both looked like we wet animals. Yes, my reading abilities looked like that of a wet noodle. And the guy running the shop was a real tyrant. The only way we could stay inside was ordering one coffee after another. I felt like we learned more about each other that day than ever. Maybe it was the coffee, because we were both really talking really fast. I told you about my dreams, making music and all that. At least that's how I remember it. Walking home, when the rain came back, you got closer to me and my heart was racing. But I couldn't blame that on the coffee, Casey. Salutations, Miss LeBeau. Victor Humphreys. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Victor Humphreys, professional slime rancher, slime scientist, and amateur musician. My understanding is that Miss West has already informed you of how the range exchange works, so I will spare you any further education. Instead, I will illuminate you on what you can expect from my own requests. As a slime scientist / rancher, I have a tremendous interest in the liquiform legion that we share this vast range with, the slimes. My studies often keep me from venturing out on the range daily, and when I find myself short on a particular species, I use the range exchange to fill that gap. Don't worry, though. I will reimburse you handsomely for your efforts. Good luck in your new venture, Miss LeBeau. I look forward to seeing life breathe once again into the former Twilger's ranch. Victor Humphreys. My throat hurts. My throat hurts from trying. I mean, for all I know, Victor could have actually been like a cool guy and just like totally normal. Oh, there we go. We've already just maxed out. This is a problem. We're maxing out on fruit now. We might actually need to find, we might need to find a creature to actually eat the stuff. Oh, there's that. You, what are you doing over here? What? I'm sorry. No, what are you doing over here? You absolute nasty little creatures. I did not even know that you guys were trying to interbreed with each other. Bad slimes. Ow, you jerk. You want to die? I will throw you into the abyss, and then your family will know about this. Your brothers and sisters will know. There, happy? Jeez. That's right, keep pooping, please. Keep pooping. That's right, keep pooping. Give me more of that. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Well, now you're nothing but meats. Apparently, this Boom and Tabby Largo combo is nothing more than just a meat eater now. Bonafide. Alright, let's take this, put it in. There we go, we're getting up there now. Alright, cool. Whoa, look at that. We got ourselves a lot of, okay, alright. Alright, so first things first. Because I'm seeing this... Air nets. No, we're gonna do high walls first. And then... do the air... oh no, we're not gonna do air net yet. Let's go ahead and go in here. Because... this is where our little dudes are exploring. And because this is still so small, it's actually okay that we put the air net here. Because the air net just allows us to keep them in. So as you can see, we got a net above. So if they try to jump up, as you can see, jumping up, they can't go anywhere. You're stuck inside there now. Hehe. And you know what? You guys will get all the fruits. Get all the fruits. So what's actually cool is that despite these slimes, despite the slimes actually like knowing what their diet is and stuff, like fruits, vegetables, and meat, whatever. What's even cooler... ooh. Got a fast travel here. What's even cooler is that, technically, what if I were to tell you guys that... what if I were to tell you guys that simply giving them their favorite type of fruit isn't just enough? If you want to maximize on the specifics of the type of fruit that they specifically like, if I told you that that is actually the secret to making the money, would you be surprised? Because honestly, it would be pretty surprising to actually see that. So every slime that you come across will like a category of food, as well as Let me see here. Oh. Elder Rostos. Aw. An Elder Hen. Oh, we do have new ones though, so grab you, and grab you three. Just kidding, I guess not. Grab you. What if I were to tell you that technically if you give them a specific type of food that they like, there is a specific type that they would like. Like, for example, we may have one that likes specifically just carrots within the vegetable, within like the vegetable category. Or maybe we might have one that likes these berries, specifically the pogo fruits, out of the fruit category. And doing that will actually produce double the yield when it comes to their plorts or poop. Yeah. So, like, you may want to specifically give a specific slime a specific type of fruit or vegetable or even meat. Although, as far as I know, there really isn't much to that. I'm just gonna overfeed you now, so that way you guys will never run out since it's just the 4 of you. Although this will help me, because this will allow me to start making something now in here. Need 250 for a corral. I'm gonna do this. Or garden, sorry, garden. So I need 1 slime. Of course I do. Or 1 token from the slime. 1 coin. Which we're about to get now. Alright, time to go grow ourselves some more cube berries. Alright, so garden, we're going to place that here. We are going to do cube berries here, and these 2, I'm going to have something else. Can you stay in there? Ow! Quit blowing up! Quit blowing up on me! Alright. Ooh, these are 60 a pop. Jeez, dude. Definitely need to breed more of those. Excuse me? You get in there. Alright, the next one who's getting the upgrade is you guys. Go. Jeez. Let's do that now. I think we have enough. Let's see. High walls? Yes, we do. We got enough. They deserve it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you try jumping out of that. Jerks. Nice. So we got 340. Can I actually put something in here? 500, 500, 425, 425, 350. Okay. Alright, well, let's go ahead and move on forward. We definitely have a new area that we're going to need to discover. Yep, we're going to grab you. We'll just save you, because I guess you're the only one. We do need that for the tabbies. So if I can find some more of these hens. Yes. Try to save you, hens. Saved you. Saved you. Can I get you from here? Yeah. Got him. Alright. Coming here. Yep. Nope. Oh, those are the stone ones. No. Oh well. You know what? Screw it. Come here. Thank you. Alright, cool. So while the rest of them are too busy dying, we're gonna go ahead and give this to this Scordo. Dang, you one hungry slime there, bud. Grab you, Stony Hen. Grabbing you. I'm gonna pretend that I'm saving your lives, guys. That's what I'm doing. I'm saving their lives. Anything? Alright, we got somebody that transformed. We're good. Alright. Alright, still hungry. Let's go find out where else we can get some food. That one from way over there. We might have to go back to the camp. Oh well, if we have to do that. Maybe we can find some more over here. Yeah, see, look, even the slimes come out of the trees. I don't question it, it just happens. Hello there. Well, howdy doody. Somehow you managed to come out from a box. So that's one. We may be able to get away with another if we go back to our chicken coop. Keep at least one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're gonna keep at least one around. That gives us 5 to work with, because then we can unlock the other area, which the other area, believe it or not, at the ranch, once we unlock it, will give us access to a place where we can actually naturally, you know, have like a coop. A nice big area for a coop. The area we have is like, alright. As you can see, this game comes with its own set of music, too. These poor chickadoos, man. They don't know what's coming to them. Dang, man. How much do you need left? Well, well, well. It's Poop Central over here. Maybe I could find some over here. I wonder, maybe I could find some over here. Nope. Actually, yes. I've come prepared. Stupid. Like that. Eat, everyone. You jerk. Yeah, I abuse you with food. Yeah, that's what I thought. There, I'll just collect your poop now. Well, that. Jeez, man. Yeah, this game is pretty cool, Dust. How you doing, man? It's a really cool and calming game. I like to play it every now and then. You know what? Suddenly, I don't like these pink quartz. Have those, everyone? I knew I should have. I've come to the right place. Nope, you're not eating those. I'm gonna beat you to the punch. Oh, I hear things. Where are you? Are you up there? Guess it doesn't matter. I'll just take you guys. Oh. Nope, not up there. But yeah. Well, we could take our leave. I think we got everything we needed. Ow. Oh yeah, you're the one I need to feed vegetables to. Crap. Yep, I guess then we need to do that. Oh, this is like... Whoops. Oh, that's fine. You know what? We don't even need these parts. Why do I even have them? Yeah, don't need them. Take that. Jump, please. Out of the way. Yep. Wonderful game to play. Nice and calm. If you're on days where you're like playing a game that probably makes you like super angry, you can always just install this game. I don't think it's really expensive either. I think they're fairly it's a fairly cheap game nowadays. You can totally just go and like look this up. And probably not have to pay much for it. I heard a hen over here. Uh-huh. Well, I guess I heard a hen, that's after all. Oh man, this sucks. Poor hen. Oh, he's about to burst! Oh, he's about to burst. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Grab that. We'll try to collect some carrots along the way. So that way we can get that done too. Let me see. Where are you? Okay, we should be good. Should be good. Okay. Alright, cool. Let's see. We can go visit our friend that needs these Gordo, this Gordo that needs these. Going to be from here, I believe. Wait, this is not the right area. Oh, no, this is. Okay, yeah. That's right, this is the right area. There we go. Alright, we go into the forbidden area. Just kidding. Eat! How did I miss? Oh, you about to burst too. Please let this be the one. Boop. No! Oh, come on, man. Well, natural selection's already taken place, I see. Already taken effect.
I also don't see any vegetables laying around, so it's time to take my leave. Okay, apparently just, nope, gotcha. Whee! We will come back here. We have 2 Gordos that are about to explode. 2 of them. This is ridiculous how I cannot find enough vegetables and or chickens or hens to be able to make either one of them explode. Ow! But yeah, this game is pretty cool. I would say like people can like them. People can like this game. Definitely like the denizens here. Oh wait. Let's see. We don't have anything, do we? Well, screw this. Time to go to a different area then. Or maybe just time to go back home because I may actually have just what I need back home. But I forgot I have a farm. And my farm's actually growing stuff. Stuff that I need. Well, if that's the case, might as well make total use of this market. Collect all I can. Time to just profit. Go away, dude. Jeez. Ow! There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and just go back home. And honestly, we actually can increase our speed. Like, we can increase how long we can run. So it is just not simply, oh yeah, we only sprint for like a few minutes, like for a few seconds and that's it. We can sprint longer, but it also means it takes longer to recharge. Alright, let's first go to our machine. Or machine. To go ahead and do this. Boop. Ooh, 9. These are actually worth a little bit of money. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah, don't you like being trapped in here, bud? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait, where did you go? Jeez, dude. No matter what, they're still trying to escape. Little escape artists. Oh, we got some more. Two. Oh, you're an elder one. Okay. Dang it. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see how these guys are doing. Oh, look at that. See? Just fine. Yep, you just have this. Keep eating these. Keep gaining that. Lower my frame rates down if you can. I actually have like a slime that I do prefer. And there's a couple variants of the slime that I actually like. We'll be able to see it when we get there. So like when we finally get to that slime, then I'll tell you, yeah, this is the one I like. But for now, just know that I do have a favorite slime. And it's entirely because this market here actually treats that slime fairly well most of the time. Like it doesn't actually like become any worse. Like it doesn't devalue it by too much. All right. Oh, you guys are done? Hunky guys. There you go. I'll give you 9 because I want to get the 10 to the Gordo, so that way we can get past that point.
Alright, so let's go ahead and make some progress. Once we get rid of those 2 Gordos, then I think I will end the stream for the night. Because it is really late. So. Oh yeah, look at these very aggressive. These very aggressive guys. Yeah, super aggressive. Oh, that's cool. In loving memory of the one piece of poop. Alright, cool. Jeez, guys, you poop out of like the weirdest of spots. It's actually kind of weird. All right, ready to not die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Woo! There you go, guys. Have fun. No. It's fine. It's fine. Whoop. Sure, I'll take that. Yep, you all roll away now. Roll away, you little roly-polies. I'll take you. Oh, I won't take you. That's cool. Oh, no. Can I do this? No. Oh, yeah. Yep, so that's the cool part. Once you discover the other end, you can just fast travel straight there. Which actually makes this super convenient for us, by the way. Let me go check to see if there was even a key there, because that Gordo did not give us a key. I don't see a key. Oh wow, look at that. Huh. Oh, what's this area? Ooh. Okay, this area is new. Okay, I'm gonna go back. This is a new area. But we're not gonna go here. We're gonna take our time. That'll be for next time. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go back. Any big plans for the weekend? I will say that I got some things I want to do. So, we'll see if it actually like works out. But I got some things I would like to do. Now that I have to revamp my Discord channel or my Discord server, yeah. I'll be doing that if anything over the weekend. Right. I do not like how that was off. Perfect. Wow, I don't get disappointed here. You guys know what to do. Oh, you were the last one. Yeah, no, you're good. Boop. Boop. Yeah, you're not the last one. Haha. Alright, so we got ourselves a kitty to go visit. But yeah, what are your plans for the weekend? Oops. Apparently, I'm also going to be bashing my camera as I move my arm. Because I'm trying to, like, I was trying to itch the back of my neck and my elbow was like, boom, fatality. Alright, so we're going to go over here. Let's see if this works. Right. Well, whoever was there will die now. Oh, Stony Hen. They did the trick. Hey guys, you want some food? I almost went down. Yeah. Yeah. Oh crap. Whee! Are different ornaments. Uh-huh. Oh, look at that! We teleported to the other side of this area. Interesting. Uh-huh. I don't think we're supposed to be here. Oh yeah, the docks. Yeah, we're not supposed to be here. Okay. Technically, there's actually supposed to be some feral slimes here. Apparently, they're just not. So, oh well, we did what we came to do. Oh, we came and we conquered. Huh, that's interesting. I don't remember this box being here. Let's see. Oh, another one. Huh. Interesting. Oh, look at that. I want you. I want you. So that's weird. The two Gordos that I killed should have dropped keys for me. Should have had two keys, but I don't. Don't have two keys at all, and that's actually a little concerning because earlier when I played this game years ago, those Gordos actually dropped keys. I hope I don't have a bug. I hope I do not have a bug. Although, to be honest, not much has been lost if I have to restart. So, yeah. Gonna snow 20 inches this weekend, so it'll be trapped inside. Whoa. That is insane. I wouldn't know anything about that. I would not know anything about that. Cool. Ow! Dirk, I keep stepping on you guys. I want the lucky ornament. So, let's go find out. For those who are watching on YouTube, do you happen to have a favorite type of slime? I would like to know. Because I already know my combination of slimes that I really like. That's pretty easy for me. Actually mark this here. Not like that. There we go. Sure, that'll totally work. Uh-huh. Veggie and fruits. And meats. Or maybe the game updated and you find it somewhere else each time. I mean, that could be the case. One way to find out is to actually just like hop back in the game and see if I can get access to the keys. Let me see. Hold on for a second. Alright, so I came back with my findings and found out that not every Gordo drops keys. Found out from like actually a pretty recent post on Reddit, which is impressive actually. Oh, I am just full on that, cool. There you go. You guys can go about your business. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these. Let's see what these are. These are 19. Alright, you know what that means? We rest until morning. Miss LeBeau, the 7Z Corporation would like to extend a very special offer to you. An invitation to the exclusive, exceptionally choice, highly sought after 7Z Rewards Club. The 7Z Rewards Club allows you to earn ultra premium ranks within an exclusive club for only a semi-ultra premium price. It's just that easy. Each rank grants you a new club title, along with unique rewards such as beautiful upgrades for your ranch, exclusive customization options, and more. We look forward to your enrollment. The 7Z Corporation offering you a path to guarantee greatness, one large sum of new bucks at a time. Let me try that one last part again. The 7Z Corporation offering you a new path to greatness, one large sum of new bucks at a time. I swear. Let's see what this is. I'm working on a new... Wait. I'm working on a new... What? How did I voice this guy?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, this guy. I'm working on a new recipe. Help me out.
I can't get those parts yet? You don't even... You know, you offer a pretty decent assortment of goods, so you know it's fine. 19 still. Crap. You know what? Fine. I'll just do this then. We'll get our 19. Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can collect, right? I like how we sleep for a day, and these slimes are starving. And they're getting desperate. Well, we're getting more money out of this. Nice. Alright, so we've basically made just about all of our money back, so that's really cool. And how much do we need for this? $17.95. We are so close. Alright, so let me see if the other slimes have... Let me see if they dropped anything. We just need a few of them, so that way... a good handful. So we can go ahead and essentially get our money and unlock our new area. Oh, yes, they did. These guys are the best. Oh, they are so good at what they do that they're just gonna get all the fruit now. You're just gonna get all the fruit, guys. Cool. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It's gonna get to a point where like you're pretty much just maintaining. Hey there, hey Tech, hey Infinite. Hope everything's going well. It is actually. We're playing a nice, you know, rage-free game. And right now, I'm just trying to get enough to basically unlock this area, and then I'll be ending it from here. Because we got ourselves already. We got some ornaments. We got some hybrids here, so we got the rock tabbies. We got the explosive tabbies. We got some hens and roosters and stone hens. We got a nice wide like assortment of goods. We also got some phosphorus ones here as well. Just chilling. Nice. Yeah, so yeah, we got some phosphorus down here. They are stocked for like the winter. I swear they better not be eating all of this in a day. But yeah, pretty much going to end it here. I actually will be on Discord a little bit later, so if you want to hang out there, we can definitely do that. I'll actually be hopping on Monster Hunter World and get back into that game because it's been it's been a while. I want to say not a long time, but like a while. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and save and quit in this game. Apparently, this game just runs really well, Tax, at 4K. When I first hopped, oh yeah, sorry, at 5K. Never mind. When I first hopped on this game, Tax, the funny thing was it was running at 800 by 600 at the lowest possible quality. After the Elden stream yesterday, a chill night was needed. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need to jump into Wilds. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I think it's because it's been a while since I played this game, so like the configurations, the amount of times I've like updated this game. Plus, you know, Slime Rancher 2's out, but until I can get the money to actually buy that game, yeah, I don't even know what this is like. This is probably gonna be like just as good as a game, if not better. But yeah, like I have my game here, that I have this. I'm not going to go into this game though, just because there's definitely slimes that are not been discovered yet. But yeah, we're here at Banana Bear Isles, or Banana Bear Isle. The cool part about this game I found out is that they auto updated all of the saves. So like my super old save file, rip, I'll just never know what that was like. But like my super old save file, it just updated seamlessly. Didn't even have to worry. Definitely try. Nice. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, for sure. Definitely try. You'll still need to fight Arkveld. Actually, you know what the funny thing is? Since you are technically past the very first mission, if you ever wanted me to assist you in any way, like in any of your hunts, I can do that, Tax. I can also just simply be in your lobby too. So just like World, I could be in your lobby, do my own things, you do your own things, but like if you ever wanted to go on hunts together, then I'm more than happy to do it. And if you want to put any like, oh, I don't know, challenges while I'm in your lobby, then I can definitely see about doing some of those challenges and, you know, really go out of my way to see how well that fight works out. But yeah, Tony, yep. So yeah, Arkveldt is a monster. He exists. I will say that if I'm not mistaken, he is exclusive to Wilds. So I want to say he's exclusive to Wilds, actually. I don't think he's in any other game, but pretty much I want to say the other monsters that the game has given us so far do exist within other games, with the exception of the chicken. So Game of Threes, I don't think is in any other game, but I want to say Chotacabra does exist. I might have to look it up, but I think he does. Balahara is definitely, I believe, an exclusive to the game. Yeah, he first appeared in Wilds. Okay, yeah. And now is in Monster Hunter Stories 3. Yeah. And Final Fantasy 14. Ah, Tanoxus. Tanoxus, for sure, yeah. Wait, Arkveld's in 14 now? Dude, that's crazy. That is crazy. And here, I called you someone else. I have to go look that up. Hold on. Let's go look that up because that's insane. Same with Oh, I can understand Rathalos though. Rathalos is like the poster child, so that makes sense. And with the like collaboration they did, I wouldn't doubt it. But now I actually want to see this. So we're gonna go back real quick. Go here. Guardian Arkveld is a boss in the Final Fantasy 14 X Monster Hunter Wilds crossover. Oh. Dang. Interesting. Arc-failed weapon showcase. Hold on. No way, dude. It actually is a thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. Makes that actually makes a lot of sense for him to be in there. How would that even work though? Because like a lot of that's still turn-based, right, Tanoxus? Remember in 14 you hop on, I will fight him for yeah, not turn-based? Oh, because I know you have like free movement in 14. I just don't remember like if the battle is like that. Like if you have like free movement while you're battling. Oh yeah, if it's an MMO, yeah, then it won't have it necessarily. Well, next time that you're on Tanoxus, I will be sure to hop onto your stream. Sweet. I will be sure to hop onto your stream then. But yeah, Infinite, I will say that when game companies do collaborations, they will intermingle the monsters between them. So they'll take the ones that are kind of like popular with people or ones that are really strong and switch them over. It's more of like the game devs' choices more than ours, if anything. But there are times where they will ask the audience for like they'll do a poll or something and ask the audience what they think should be like in the next update or something, or in the collaboration. Destiny did this where they actually asked their audience, like, "Hey, we're going to do a collaboration with such and such company, and we're going to do these outfits. Which ones would you like us to do?" And they give you choices. But typically, when it comes to something like this is kind of already set in stone and decided for the most part by the companies themselves. Rathalos, like I said, is totally understandable to have in the game because, I mean, anything with Monster Hunter is going to have them in it. But Guardian Arcveld, specifically out of all monsters, that's insane. And yeah, it makes sense to have Omega. Personally, I would have loved to see either the return of Behemoth back into Monster Hunter, just like in World, or probably another monster, not necessarily Omega. Omega, I think I could do without. But maybe you can answer this for me since you're here. Do you first encounter Omega at level 70? Because I believe that's when you first encounter him, but I could be totally wrong about that. I was not like 100% on that. Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure because like I do know some things here and there, just I'm not like totally knowledgeable upstairs yet, and because it's been so long since I played the game, quite a few years. Yeah, the raid series, yeah, that I do know because he is a raid boss. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think usually the two numbers that are commonly used in raids, I think are like 70 and 100. I want to say. Of course, you have like higher level monsters, but yeah, it's like I think it's 70 and 100 are like the two common numbers in raids. But yeah, it's crazy. Even even watching Omega in 14 is just a monster. It is just a total beast. It's a unit and a half. So I will say it's gonna take some growing for me to accept Omega and salvage Omega by extension. I will definitely have to grind more of both of them so that way I can get their armor sets because I do know that both of the variants have good armor sets. And you know, maybe I'll get the great sword even though I'll probably never use it. I'll probably just get it just to have it. Fine. Yeah. I know I definitely had someone help me as well. Outside of you, I think I had someone in the last time I fought Omega, and it was just oh no, that's what it was. I was actually helping another a viewer of mine with his because he had the story version, and I was like, Ah, yes. If you're gonna go to the story version, make sure you get Kai as your support, because someone else mentioned that. It's like getting Kai, because he could be good at giving you, like any types of buffs and other things like that to help you with battle, since he's a hunting horn main. So I'm like, that makes sense actually, because that's what I use for my support. And Kai was the only one there with like the other two of us, so it was like the three hunters and the one support guy, one support hunter, and we actually did surprisingly well. I think we maybe went down like once or twice, I want to say. I think two times, but we did surprisingly well. We managed to even topple the Omega over, I want to say at least once. So, pretty impressive. And when we finally decided to beat him, it was a good feeling for both him, for both Legion was the viewer of mine that needed help with that, and it was good for me too because I got extra parts. But yeah, I need to get nodules. I think they are to complete the Bale set. I want to say, and I don't remember what I need to complete the other, the Omega Savage. Yeah, the Savage Omega's armor set. So I'll need to figure that out. But yeah, the importance of Omega is the aggro. Yeah. If someone has aggro, just becomes a baby. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, normals for that. So I don't remember what the Savage one. I don't know what I need for those, but I guess we'll have to figure that out next time. So I guess we'll have to tune in on Monday for that. But thanks again, everyone, for watching. If you were here earlier in the stream, I did go over the fact that I have a few computers that I'll be working on. Since you were here, Tanoxis, I got a few things that I'm going to be working on over the time, and providing I get the parts, we will actually have. Oh yeah, let me get this sorted out here. I actually have another thing here that has a very stiff arm. I gotta work out the kinks on this, since it's new. I have not just one of these, but I got two of these, and a third one. So I actually have. Yep, I had PCs that came in, and actually, this one has some parts. I actually got a genuine Dell battery. It's a 65-watt battery. And I also have some RAM. I have 16 gigs of DDR3 RAM. So we're gonna, once I can get the processor for this, then I will be taking this fully apart to do all the upgrades with. And from there, it's just a matter of putting an operating system on it and go from there. So I actually have a couple more of these that I will be receiving, a couple more laptops, because apparently the offers that I've made I completely forgot about, and it was auto paid. So I got some laptops coming in, kind of like a way to make some money right now. But yeah, can't wait to actually get these working. This one actually works. So supposedly this was supposedly not working. It actually does work. I just need to get the chargers for all of these as well as everything else. And essentially I would be good to go. Let me see. This actually uses an older one. So yeah, we're good. So yeah, this is an older one. This is somewhat more newer, I would want to say. And then this one's also newer-ish too. But yeah, this is actually something I love to do on the side. But yeah, do stay tuned next Friday for any updates relating to these, and we'll go from there. Nerd. I know. I know I'm a nerd. Actually, you know what? While you guys are here, this is perfect. You can help me test this out because I'm going to add the chat here. Let me see if I could do that. So, browser, we have Twitch chats. I hope that's the one. Yeah. All right. I can actually do this. And just meep moop. Thank you, Tanoxus. Does this actually look good? Do you guys think this actually looks good? Because I'm gonna be up here. Yo, hydrate? This minute? Oh, wow. Okay. Nothing to hydrate with. I ran out. Looks good to you? Awesome. What about you, Infinite Banana Bear? Does this look good to you as well? Maybe a little bit smaller? That's fair. I can do that. Let's see. Like, like that? Perfect. Love that. All right. It was looking kind of stretched. Yeah, it's probably because it is. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I could definitely work with this. There you go. Yeah, because I found out if I just hold shift down, it just kind of keeps everything. Where's the Chromecast on TV? Yeah, Chromecast is weird. All right. I'll just need to figure out where this is going to go. Where like the best place is. But yeah, like I think this is actually going to be good because most of the content's going to be like within the given area. So yeah, this is like I think this is actually perfect. And the cool part is, believe it or not, I actually have my other. It was originally a face cam, but now I'm using it as an overhead cam. It's a little bit weird, like it's not super clear, but you know it works. Once made it smaller, looks good. Awesome. So, yep, this will be for next Friday then. We'll have the chat right here below me, so that way anyone who wants to say anything can. If I have any extra parts that we can work on here, then boom, we can get to troubleshooting. I basically only just kind of verified to Noxus whether or not I actually got these products, what I ordered at least, and then we actually did troubleshooting for this one to see if it booted up. Turned out it did boot up thanks to the battery. So that solved that problem. So now it'll be up to Upgrade Town for this once I get everything. But yeah, the rest of them I need to do further testing in order to find this out, which requires their chargers. So yeah. But yep, that's pretty much it, Tanoxus. I decided I wanted to do this because I thought this would be a really cool idea. Positioning for the camera. Yeah, I thought I might do this on like Fridays. So like it's something that's not just video games right off the bat. So like I'll just do this. But yeah, once we can get everything to come in, then that's when I'll be doing this. Otherwise, I'll probably be doing something else. Like maybe we'll do like an exercise or something. Maybe like some jumping jacks or like running in place, or at least something that we can all like work out with together or work out on. Yeah, I got some ideas. It's about though putting everything together. You know how it is. But yeah, I would definitely love to get your laptop fixed, Infinite. All you have to do is just send it over. I've worked on laptops that were about like 20 years old, so uh, those are just things I really do like. I like to do them. Uh, Fix these older laptops, get them refurbished, repurposed. Fix it Friday with Infinite. Yeah. Right now, I'm actually helping out my mother because my grandpa's computer needs to be fixed, and I'm trying to do it over the phone. So that's not always the easiest thing when you don't have it in your hands. But um, some things have some things were kind of like thrown in the mix. A monkey wrench was thrown in there, so now we got to work around that. But yeah, yeah, you know that's what you get when you work in IT. You start to become the family's computer technician. Yep, I'll be seeing you guys later next time, next Friday. Stay tuned for what we do with these computers, whether we get anything else that we can add, so that way we can at least start troubleshooting this. And yeah, be looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. If you want others to join this stream, please by all means have them join this stream. I am actually in the middle of reconstructing my Discord. I did nuke my Discord because just too many things were going on with it. I didn't like it. I do have a separate Discord as for my friends, but one for everyone else will be available sometime soon. I just have to get to the process of recreating that. So I'll see you guys next time. Till then, ta-ta for now. Night, bruh. Night, night, bruh. Oh, you know what? Whatever. It's just not going to. It won't zoom out. It's fine.